Hello and welcome back to the lands of Aecathan. No professionals, no fancy tech, just a group of women playing an all-original game of Dungeons & Dragons. I'm Jeff. I would have been the lead warlock for tonight's role-playing ritual, but apparently I lack the necessary hex appeal. So I'm just going to be the DM.
I think you have plenty of hex appeal.
Oh, thanks.
Hex appeal.
New shirt, right?
No, old shirt.
Oh, okay. New to me shirt.
Yes. Don't wear it often because it's orange. But as we're getting close to Halloween, I thought, okay. Although, for the Halloween show next weekend, I have a very special shirt. I've been saving it just for Halloween.
Creepy.
Oh, God,
gone
yes.
by so quick. Halloween? Like, what?
Yeah.
Ace.
Yeah, I know.
I thought you were saying hex appeal, new shirt, like a new shirt idea for us to design with hex appeal on it.
Oh, we certainly could.
There
Good.
you go.
Write that down.
I have great hex appeal.
I studied at the Tower of Azinor because I have great hex appeal, you know.
Nice.
Because
All
that's where we
right.
are tonight.
Yay!
Back at school
Yes.
for some of us.
Yes. For some, really, first time there.
Just
But,
one.
yeah. Well, two. Athgar's never been there.
Oh, true.
So, well, let me bring you up to speed. What happened last time, so you can jump right in with us tonight. Upon arriving once more on the campus of the Azinor School of Magic, the four, with Athgar in tow, went to seek out Master Obrys, Zorith's mentor, and then he helped get them checked into the Magician's Rest Inn. They got their stuff put away, and then Zorith took them on a little bit of a tour, which pretty much ended at Cosman's Kringle, where they indulged and bought a lot of baked goods. Then they went...
Because baked goods.
Yes. Then they went back to the inn. Lauren did her best to try and get to the bottom of Athgar's moodiness, and was able to come to an agreement with Athgar about the whole, finding him a potential mate in the future. Although Tasha and Arabelle had to sort of make sure that Lauren understood the finer points of that deal.
I don't know if she understands everything that she agreed to.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she doesn't. Then it was off to lunch at the Satiated Mind and a meeting with Master Obrys and Master Indruz, who did not receive the news they had to share about the shattering that well, but he rallied. They gave him a lot to think about, and then they went afterwards back to the inn to rest up, because that evening, thanks to a little finagling by Obrys, Tasha is going to entertain the entire campus and faculty.
Oh, that's right.
So, picking up where we left off, you have about 4 hours until dinner, and then the concert after that. So, if there's anything you'd like to do in the interim, we can absolutely do that, or we can just say you rested and move to dinner. Entirely up to you. I'm good with it either way.
Option B.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yep,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right.
Yep.
Well, then it's a leisurely afternoon at the Magician's Rest until dinner time. Hopefully you haven't completely ruined your appetite by snacking on all the stuff you bought at the Kringle, but...
Maybe.
it gets to be time for dinner, and you now know exactly where to go in the satiated mind, and this time it's just the 5 of you. But there is a table set with 5 chairs waiting for you when you get up to the 3rd floor.
Oh, I forgot dinner. I thought we were just going to the thing. Okay. Fancy dinner again.
Is it our same hostess, waitress?
Mm-hmm. Cecilia. Except it's a different woman.
Huh?
But she's also Cecilia?
Yes.
That's weird.
Very. Well, I would like to order, I'm going to order the feast that she mentioned on our first night.
The feast.
Yeah, she said something about like a roast bird of some kind.
Oh, the
Oh,
Theranok.
Yeah.
That one.
Okay. With all the trimmings? All right. Anyone else interested in that?
No.
I'll
Okay.
have this.
Okay. Athgar's like, okay, I'll try it. I don't
fine.
know what a Theranok is, but
I'll have one too.
oh, okay.
I would like seafood stew. And a salad and some bread, please.
Absolutely. We'll bring that out to you as soon as it's ready. You're muted, dear.
I know we have a lot less to talk about than
Yeah.
earlier because we did all the things. We talked to Aaron. We
Right. Speaking of
Yeah,
which, after you get your drinks and you get your food and you've had the food for about 10 minutes, you see a head pop up on the stairs. And you see
Is it Aaron?
it's Aaron. And he goes, "Oh, good. Okay, you're up here. I'm not really supposed to be up here, but I have a message for you.
Okay.
Master Oberus told me to tell you to expect that the rest of the teachers are going to want to talk to you afterwards."
oh,
Okay.
So, don't be surprised if he comes to get you and takes you somewhere else.
Okay. After dinner?
No, after you sing.
Okay. Okay.
Oh shoot! You and I are gonna have to get together
Okay.
after the show, but now I don't know because if we're gonna have to go talk to teachers and stuff, and then I lean kind of close and I got a telescope. I was gonna show you the stars.
Wow.
Bring some
You know
friends.
what? I'll stay up. I'm in the Wizards first year dorm, so just like I'll keep my eye out and I'll wait for you.
Okay.
That sounds incredible.
And if you want to bring some friends, not like the whole. I mean, like you gotta share, so only like a few friends, or one friend, or no friends.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay. I'll come get you when we're done.
Okay. Cool. Good luck. I wouldn't want to have to
Thank
talk to
you.
all the teachers. Oof.
I
Wait.
know that sounds like a
All
lot.
the teachers?
Yeah,
Like all the teachers?
I think so.
Why?
Oberus said you might have to talk to the faculty, which usually when a teacher says that, it's all of them.
Oh my.
Yeah. So, good luck.
UPR, they said. It would be fun, they said. Where's Joanna Schultz when you need her?
Yeah, no
Sad.
kidding. All right, so the rest of dinner goes by peacefully. You get dessert if you want it.
Well, yeah.
And,
I will have pie.
I will have coconut cream pie.
Ooh.
Okay.
I will have. I will have strawberry rhubarb pie.
Okay.
I think I had enough dessert at lunch. I'm gonna skip it.
Fair enough.
I don't know what I want. So just surprise me. Just one thing.
Oh, get a sampler. All of the things.
We already had all the things at lunch. Maybe
We kind of
Maybe
did.
maybe just Triceratops pie would be fine.
There you go.
And Athgar just kind of waves off dessert.
Athgar and Arabelle. Just over there being good.
I'm full. And sleepy.
Oh, yeah, Theranog.
It's quite good.
Mm-hmm.
What was the jellied berries? What are those?
Jelly. I don't know. Do they have cranberries in this
Yeah.
world?
A tart cranberry.
I don't think I've ever had cranberries before.
I haven't either.
They're good.
I quite like them. I like that
They were good
sort
with
of
the bird thing.
like the combination sweet and tart.
I'd definitely have it again.
Yep. All right. You're just about finishing up dessert when you hear footsteps coming up the stairs, and you see Master Obrus. Ah, and there they are. I trust the meal was to your satisfaction.
Oh, it was lovely.
Good,
Delightful.
Good. I have been sent to escort you to where you're going to be performing.
Well, let's go.
All right. Do you need to swing back by the rest to get anything, or do you have everything you need with you?
I have my loot.
Very well. All right. So as you're starting to walk out, he says, "So, the campus of Azinor is, I think, very well designed, but the one thing that they didn't take into consideration was the necessity of addressing the entirety of the campus at one time. So there are no
Buildings big enough.
facilities large enough to fit everyone. So it was decided that instead of commissioning someone to build one, that since this is a fairly infrequent occurrence here, it would simply be created magically whenever it was needed. Zorith, I'm certain you remember the instruction about Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion. And we simply use that.
That's what you said. You were gonna make it a big, fancy concert hall, I think, right?
Well, the decision turned out not to be mine.
Oh,
What did they decide?
The Archwizard decided that she would create the space.
And?
I have no idea. I haven't been in it yet.
Oh, well, it'll be a surprise for everyone.
Yes. But knowing her likes, I would expect some sort of ornate opera hall. Complete with balconies and private boxes.
Lovely.
I just hope that she remembered that the rest of you will need a box.
Oh, I'm sure we'll be fine. So we follow him over to...
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And he leads you out of the building and across the lawn to this glowing doorway.
Where number
And-
10 is usually at.
Yep. And you
Got
see students kind of, filing in 1, 2, 3 at a time. And as you walk in, Arabelle, Gwynlauren, Athgar, and Zorith, you walk in and find yourselves in a private box up on the side of a fairly large opera hall.
Ooh,
You can
opera hall.
Yes, you can see the stage quite well. There are 4 comfortable-looking chairs there for you to sit in. Tasha, when you step in, you and Master Obrys find yourselves in the wings of the stage.
Very well.
Oh, so you don't even have to walk anywhere. You can just think it and be it. That's pretty cool.
Obrys says, "Oh, she's getting clever.
Well, is the-
Self-sorting. My.
Oh, fancy.
mm-hmm. Like a hat.
Yes.
Hmm.
So, I assume that there will be some sort of signal when it's time, and I will go out and welcome everyone and introduce you. There is a chair. Knowing the Archwizard, the acoustics here are going to be superb.
Excellent.
So, and I was told to tell you that you may make this as long or as short as possible, as long or as short as you wish. That the students rarely get entertainers, so if you did want to do a bit more than just the one song, that would be perfectly acceptable and likely very much appreciated by the student body. And probably several of the faculty as well. But they won't admit that.
Well, of course not. That would be uncouth.
That would be humble. And, you've met Indrus.
I have, yes.
Many of them are worse.
I'm sorry.
In their
that-
own ways.
Wow.
This is a very diverse group of magicians. They each have their own specialties, and they each have their own oddities. Some much more than others, but you didn't hear that from me. Since you're not a student here and you've never been a student here, I don't have to maintain.
Well, I appreciate your candor and explanation. And I am pleased that you are the magician that I know the best, other than Zori.
That's very kind. Thank you.
Because while you are relatively unusual because you are a magic user,
Well, yes.
you are also rather down to earth, if you don't mind me saying.
When one finds oneself surrounded by people who tend to see the world in such odd ways, it strikes one that perhaps seeing the world as normal as possible might be a survival technique.
Brilliant, actually.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. So I will give a bit of a concert.
Oh, excellent.
And young Aaron did mention that we would be speaking with the faculty afterwards.
Good he found you. I didn't want you to be taken unawares, but several of my colleagues indicated that based on what they expect to hear, they had questions. And they
Excellent.
wanted to be able to ask them.
Yeah, that's fine. That is perfectly fine.
The Archwizard was not in favor of this at first, but she was, I think, persuaded simply because it was the path of least resistance. But do not be surprised if things begin to get out of hand and she steps in and calls a halt to it. She does not have the most patience of any archwizard that Azinor has ever had, but in certain situations that's actually a benefit, and this might be one of them.
All right.
And I know I say this to my students, so please don't think that I'm trying to be insulting, but remember, I don't know is a perfectly acceptable answer.
Thank you. That is good counsel. I am so honored that the dragons have chosen us for this this task. But it is more daunting than I had originally thought.
Like any good task, of course it is. Because there are layers that one does not see at first because they are beneath the layers you can see.
Indeed.
Much like a good trifle.
I do like a good trifle.
Well, who doesn't? But unless you completely trust the baker, there's always a little question as to, oh dear, what's the next level?
I've never had that problem.
Oh, I have.
I see.
Maybe he's known some untrustworthy bakers.
I guess.
Could be.
Well,
You see him go. Everyone is in. So, are you ready? Shall I introduce you?
I am ready.
All right. He goes out to the center of the stage, and there's some applause and some hooting and some whistling, and you see him just kind of go, "Oh, please, stop. You all know I am not the reason you're here tonight, so why do you waste your energy on me? Save it! Remember, correct application is the rule." And then you hear a lot of, "Oh, God." And he says, "It is my privilege and my pleasure to introduce to you a young woman who has been traveling with a former student of mine. Some of you, especially the third years, may remember young Zorith. Zorith is now a member of the group that is quickly becoming known around Aecathan as the Four. And the young woman that you're going to be hearing tonight is another member of the Four. And she is going to provide you with some entertainment, some music, and then a very, very special song that will bring you up to speed on some rather significant changes to the world that have happened over the last several weeks. So without further ado, may I introduce to you the bard, Tasha Greenvale.
Thank you. You're most kind. And I begin to play some of the Sasaran songs that I've learned.
Okay. If you would give me a performance check, please.
Alrighty. 24.
Excellent. You see in the audience, heads nodding. You imagine that there are lots of toes tapping. Basically, what you see as you look out is there's a main floor, and that appears to have the third years. There are 2 balconies. The first balcony is the second years, the second balcony is the first years. And on 2 tiers around the edges, there are boxes.
Okay.
And there are people in all of them.
Wow.
Make a perception check.
23.
You're able to figure out which box the rest of the group is in.
Oh, cool.
So, all right. Each tune, when you finish, is greeted by a round of applause.
All right.
Pretty much the livelier the tune, the more applause there is.
So I play more lively tunes.
Okay.
A couple reels, and a couple, like, almost polkas, guess I would say.
One of the tunes, you actually see a few of the first years get up and start dancing in the aisles.
And I play a full set.
Okay.
And then I stop and say, "This is the song you've all been waiting to hear. I wrote it myself, and everything about it is true." And then I play the song.
And interestingly enough, you do hear a little bit of polite laughter, but it all comes from the other boxes. None of the students are laughing.
Do you want me to roll for that one?
Yes, with advantage.
Okay. 25.
You get to the bridge between the first and second verse, and you realize something that's almost a little unsettling. You could hear a pin drop. There's not another sound in the place. Quite different from performing it in a tavern.
Yes.
Everyone here is completely transfixed and paying very close attention to what you're saying. And it's almost a little unnerving because you're used to performing it in a tavern setting where usually by the end of it, you've got some people that are, at least humming along or singing along, and some people are clapping. Nothing. It's, they're dead quiet, paying attention.
Yeah. And I just do the whole song. And I sing one more of the chorus
Okay.
after it.
Okay. So an extra run through of the chorus.
And I play a little faster.
Okay.
And then when I get to the last phrase, I hold it out just a little bit. And then I stop and I bow.
Okay. And there's, when you stop, and there's a half-second pause. Like everybody's just kind of holding their breath for a second, and then the applause starts, and then you see the students on the first floor stand up, and then the balconies stand up. Ooh. The people in the boxes are still sitting, but the students, standing ovation.
And then I
And of course.
Yeah.
and then I say, well, folks, that's the show. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll come back someday and play again.
There's some cheers and another round of applause as they start to slowly file out. And make a perception check again.
30.
Oh, geez. You are looking around and you happen to see a solitary figure standing at the edge of the second balcony, holding a thumb out like this.
It must be Oprah's.
It's Aaron.
Oh, that's nice.
And then he just kind of waves and
He loves
takes
us.
off. And you see Obrus materialize on the edge of the stage again. Very, very well done. They're going to be talking about this for a while. I mean, even without that last song.
Excellent.
And I must say, it's much more engaging to hear it sung than it is to read the lyrics.
Well, of course. You know, the lyrics are fun, but that's the difference between poetry and music.
Agreed. Well, as I suspected, the Archwizard is forming a meeting room at the moment, and there will be a doorway shortly. Now, my question for you is, the four of you, without your young man, were the ones involved in this incident, correct?
Yes.
All right. Then I will make certain that there is a place for him to sit as well, but not... forgive the imagery, it's the only thing I can think of, and not on the stand with the rest of you.
I understand it. Thank you.
So, just a couple more minutes, and a glowing doorway kind of appears, and in your box, a glowing doorway appears.
I go through the doorway.
Go through the doorway.
True. Yep.
You go through, and you see that there are... this is a semicircular room, and around the circle, there are 4 sort of kind of benches, like a judge has a bench.
Oh boy.
And there are 4 chairs behind each one of them. Then behind that, back against the wall, there is a slightly raised platform. There are 3 chairs. And then down in the middle of the semicircle, there is another platform, and there are 4 chairs.
Okay.
Looks like a tribunal.
Yeah.
Right?
I I look at Oberus and I say, where shall we sit?
Oh, you're the guests of honor. You are presenting, therefore you are the center of the room. I will be sitting with the sorcerers, and your young man has one of the seats in the back.
All right. And I sit down.
All right. Well, the rest of you from the box come in, and you see this setup, and you see Tasha sitting down front. And Athgar's looking around like, I think I'm just going to go sit in one of those chairs in the back.
Yes.
How about I come with
Perfect.
you? You probably need company.
I think you're supposed to be with Tasha.
Great.
Have fun.
Thanks. I joined Tasha.
Hi, friend.
Do I have to be here?
We all have to be here. It's part of the gig.
It seems like maybe it only would need to be one of us.
Well, thanks.
Well, I didn't say it had to be you, but if you volunteer.
I believe that when we saved the dragons, we volunteered ourselves. Just remember that all of this is for the good of Aecathan. Think of the whole continent as your clan.
Okay. I will try.
And you see the assembled coming in and sitting down. Zorith, you know some of these people. Like you know all the sorcerers.
Yeah.
And you know Master Equin, who is the woman who taught you alchemy classes, and Master Roxia, who is the person who taught you the enchanting basics that everybody has to take.
Mm-hmm.
You also, let's see, which one is he? You recognize Master Enil, because every female on campus knows who Master Enil is. Every female on campus at one point or another has been propositioned by Master Enil.
Ugh. Gross. Like all the young kids, or like all?
Everybody who's here is of age. Like, this is where you go after you become an adult and choose your path. So
I explained to everybody who everybody is, and I don't tell them about Master Eno yet. Like, not why we're
And-
All right, we'll
the circle.
figure it out.
you recognize Master Galdor simply by reputation, because he's the one that looks like a walking corpse.
And he is wizard,
Warlock.
sorcerer? Warlock. That's what I was wondering.
He's a warlock who worships ancient alien beings, or their patron is ancient alien beings.
Alien.
Yeah, think Cthulhu, except not obviously Cthulhu.
Oh, I was
'cause-
thinking of that guy that said aliens, like that one guy that
Oh,
thinks everything is aliens. Wild and crazy kid with the dark brown hair. That's really high forehead.
right.
History Channel, I think.
But they all sort of wander in and eventually get themselves seated. you see a very prim and proper looking elven woman stand up. And she says, "Assembled masters, guests, members of the Four, I thank you for this time that you have granted us so that we may indulge our curiosity. I am, for those of you who have not had a chance to be introduced, I am Thequia Aznui. I am the Archwizard of the Wizard Tower and the Arch-Chancellor of the Tower of Azinor campus at the moment. This is going to be as informal as possible, but it is expected that we will all maintain a sense of decorum so that this does not devolve into something inappropriate. We shall simply do this as organized as possible. I will indicate which block, and one member of that block may ask a question. Then we will move on to another block, and so on.
I just look at everybody like,
Right?
This sounds like so much fun.
You see Obrus leaning over and whispering something to a silver dragonkin, who just kind of goes, and she says, "Well, in that it was a graduate of the Sorcerer Tower who was part of the Four, we will allow the Sorcerer's block the first question." And you see the four people at that table kind of looking at each other, and one of them gestures at Obrus, and he's like, and he gestures to the dragonkin, who nods his head and stands up. Zorif, be welcome back to the campus. To your companions, I am known as Sesophi the Bold. And I thank you for agreeing to this. Not that I assume you were given much choice. There's some muttering at the wizard table. He just kind of smirks. Given that most of your experiences involved rousing the dragons, is it safe to assume that you actually have not spent a tremendous amount of time with them at this point?
I look at everybody. We've spent some time with them. Like, how much time?
The reason I'm curious about that is I'm curious as to the existence of any separation within the metallic dragon kind that might echo the separation of styles and powers represented here at the tower. Do you have a sense that there are dragon sorcerers or dragon wizards or dragon warlocks? Or are they all simply magicians with no delineation?
I'm going to defer to Zorith because I don't know enough about the difference between those.
We
to
haven't
speak to them.
talked to them about their styles of magic. We
Yeah,
know
Zorith
only
doesn't
that
know
they
either.
we know only that they are magical beings who can perform magical spells, and that at least some of them practice noctomancy.
I see. Well,
That is not something that we thought to ask them, honestly.
well, I appreciate your candor. And he sits down. Thequia says, "Let us then simply move down the line. Masters and Arch Warlock, have you a question?" And you see there's no, like, opportunity for them to sort of look at each other. There's a female gnome who basically jumps up on her chair. And says, "I have a question. I'm absolutely certain that the dragons would know this. Would they know if there is some truth to the idea that fiends can be redeemed?"
Oh my gosh. So,
And you see the other warlocks kind of going,
this is going to be a little less of a Q&A than you would probably hope for. We did spend some time with the dragons, but it was basically to discuss them being out of stasis, trying to reclaim back some normalcy in their lives, and their eagerness to help us against the chromatics. We really don't have a whole lot of information from their points of view yet. They've been gone a long time and they have so many other things to attend to. We'll try to answer your questions as best as we can, but we don't have their knowledge.
I think it's safe to say that our priority was finding allies to fight against the chromatics to save Aecathan. And therefore, finding out things about fiends and different styles of magic and what their favorite colors were was not really on our menu.
I poke her.
and,
So we don't know.
and you hear, under his breath, you hear Oberus go, "Well said." From here on in, it only gets stranger. You are peppered
Awesome.
with questions that begin to move from general to very specific, and you keep saying, "Gosh, we never got a chance to talk to them about anything like that." And after about half an hour, you have noticed that Thequia's face has gotten
Red?
frownier and frownier and frownier. And she finally stands up after the end of a question and says, "That, I believe, is quite enough. If it has not already been made clear, please hearken to my words now. There is no way that these 4 adventurers will know what the dragons know about your unique, specific little areas of interest. They are not mind readers. They are not, I dare to say, dragon experts. They are simply dragon conduits, if you will. And they have been very patient with all of us. I will ask the last question. And it is something more in the nature of a request than something that needs to be answered. As you have heard, there are an enormous number of areas that my colleagues believe these dragons could assist them in furthering their knowledge of. But it is also clear that the only place that we are going to get answers to those types of questions would be from the dragons themselves. And she just kind of looks around the room and kind of glaring at everybody else. Therefore, I would humbly request that if the opportunity presents itself, you pass along to them an invitation to come and speak with us at their earliest convenience. Perhaps if there is 1 or 2 among them who are more scholarly in their magical pursuits, as we are, perhaps they would be interested in coming to speak with us, but we would welcome the opportunity to converse and open a dialogue with any or all who would be interested.
We would be happy to do that. But respectfully, I would like to just give a small warning. These are very large beings who are very, very powerful. And they're not necessarily known for patience. So it would be very important to think carefully about what you wish to ask them and show a certain amount of humility, as they may be many centuries old and we are but young striplings to them.
Some of us not quite so young, but...
Also, it might be a while chromatic dragons to fight.
Yes, they do have their own agendas and priorities.
And I would add that in as much as you would like them to come here and teach you, you might think of how you could offer something to them as well. They have not been in this world for many, many years, since the Shattering. And so rather than waiting for them to come and bestow knowledge upon you, maybe you could offer something of a trade. where they would gain something from you as well.
Wisely
But think-
spoken.
But think too of what else you can offer to the dragons. Try to see this from their perspective. We have already asked so much of them in the short time that they've been back in their aid against the chromatic dragons, and they have much to do on that front. Perhaps you could share some knowledge with them about what efforts you will make to welcome them back, to help them return to their lands and homes, and how you'll help them in their quest for revenge against the chromatic dragons.
There is much in what you say. I shall take that under advisement. It is difficult when one does not understand the full knowledge that one will be approaching. It is difficult to know what would be an appropriate offer, but we shall definitely think upon your words.
Very good.
Well, we thank you, adventurers, for you have offered us entertainment and enlightenment, and we are appreciative. So,
Thank you.
we wish you well on your continued journeys, wherever they may lead you, and we will bid you a good evening.
Good evening.
And you see them kind of get up. There's a little bit of grumbling, like, but I still had questions. I didn't get to ask my question. And you notice in the back, you see Athgar. On his left is Aegon. And on his right is a half-orc.
Who's Aegon?
A dragon?
No. Aegon's the innkeeper.
Oh.
Oh, I was like, that sounded like. Never mind.
No. Aegon is the bard who runs the Magician's Rest.
Yes. So
I
I walk
hustle back there.
I walk over to them. Yes.
And I say, who needs lots of drinks? I do.
I have absolutely no doubt of that, and it would be my pleasure to serve you as much as you like on the house.
Oh, bless you.
Much appreciated. If I'm still standing when this is over, then I haven't had enough to drink yet.
That... She looks at Zorith. Did you regularly have to go through things like this when you were a student?
Nikki doesn't know. Zorith would. I would imagine so. Like
Occasionally. If you
Yeah.
had practical testings, you'd go
yeah,
in front of...
practical testing.
But just in front of the 4 in your school.
Yeah, and then also if anybody got in trouble, they would have to come here.
Right.
My brother.
Did you get in trouble?
Oh, I didn't. Not really. My brother did once. Yeah, I remember him being here.
And the half-orc speaks. No. Zorith was no trouble.
Do I know this half-orc?
You're surprised that he knows who you are, because you don't recall having ever really talked to him. His name is Grenlar. He's the groundskeeper.
Ooh.
Forrest never grew up. Oh, sorry.
He's basically the sort of like the Hagrid of the Tower of Azinor.
That's awesome.
And he's a druid.
Oh, that would make sense. That's cute. What were you gonna say, Arabelle?
Zorith never blew up the potions lab.
That was my brother.
Yes. I was grateful that you did not cause me the cleanup that he did.
I'm terribly sorry.
Youthful indiscretion.
It was only my military training that kept me from losing what little bit of sanity I have left.
I don't know if youthful indiscretion is a good way. I think he'd do it again.
That is very true. Except
Perhaps.
we've probably gained some knowledge since then, and it would probably be worse.
Well, if something can be made mess, it can be cleaned. That is what I have discovered in my life.
Yes.
Well, we are going back to the rest to have drinks. Gren, you're welcome to join us. Thank you. But I'm sure that I have some cleanup to do. You don't get the entire campus in one spot and have it be spotless when it's over.
Could you imagine, out of context, could you imagine, because everything that's inside of it that's not magical poofs out and like litters the floor? Oh my god, I'd be so furious.
He's just all in one spot, though.
Yeah, that's true. Before we go anywhere, he goes anywhere, and I say, is there anywhere clear enough? Let me look at the campus. Where is the best clearing to look at the stars? Is it still, and I asked him if it's still in a place that I remember where I would have.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he says, yes, the trees are encouraged to not grow out over that particular area because there are masters who teach constellations.
Mm-hmm.
But they will not be using the pitch at this time. So feel
Correct.
free.
There's a triangle in between the tree right of 10, the tree top left of 10, and the tree next to 3. It's like a triangle, 90-degree triangle. And I'll probably just go in like the middle of that.
Okay.
I am going back to the inn because drinks.
I'll be there soon.
The plan is we're leaving in the morning, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Tell young Aaron that I said hello.
I will.
All right.
I'll let you do them first, or
Yeah, there is a doorway leading out of this chamber that takes you right back outside onto the campus.
Well. Phew.
Right.
Excellent job, Tasha.
Yes, well done tonight.
Follow me. Drinks are forthcoming.
Excellent. Excellent.
Just keep
excellent.
them coming.
All right. Well. Yeah, you know there's... she says, I suspect this may be an occasion to actually pull out Nazith's demise. I think
Ooh.
that will be appropriate.
What's Naz's demise?
Lethal.
Oh dear.
I'm certain you'll enjoy it.
All right. I'm willing to give it a go.
So you head on back. Zorith, you head to
The tower.
the first year dorm,
yeah.
and you see Aaron sitting on the steps. He sees you coming and jumps to his feet, and he's like, was it terrible?
It was awful.
Wow. But you made it.
Yeah, they really didn't have any questions for us about us or anything. They just wanted to know everything the dragons wanted to know, like everything the dragons would know. Like, did we know everything the dragons knew?
How did they expect you to know that? I mean, you rescued them, but that doesn't make you like the be-all, know-all for. I mean,
I can understand their curiosity, and they're scholars. They want to expand their learning and get as much knowledge on their favorite subject as they can, and having dragon knowledge that's,
there's a couple
old.
of them just want to be right.
That happens.
Yeah. But anyway, so you survived. And we're lucky there's a clear night because Gren said it's going to snow.
Oh.
So we're lucky.
Mm-hmm. So we head off to that little triangle, and I pull out of my bag a book that I've taken, some pictures of constellations and drawn them out, and we look at the ones that I drew out originally for him, and try to, because it's been a while, try to see if we can see them in the sky where they're at. Implying that the world is round, I don't know, shit. All of a sudden it was like, oh wait, I don't know. So I will be just as excited to see if I can see them in the sky as he is.
Okay.
Per the world view. So yeah.
All right. Yeah, you and he spend a good hour just looking at the book, and then trying to find the constellations and figuring
looking at the stars up close with the telescope
and figuring out that they definitely move.
Yeah. Okay,
because
good.
they're not in exactly the same place they were when you jotted them down in the book.
Right, because I have also moved.
Mm-hmm.
And
so there's an interesting discussion about the possibilities involved in that. Are they moving? Are we moving? Why does the position in Aecathan make a difference as to where they seem to be in the sky? And just some sort of sharing of theories and ideas. And
we'll spend a couple hours out there, and I'll give us some prestidigitation and warm up our clothes, every so often as it gets chilly.
Well, you do notice that after about an hour, it quickly begins to cloud over.
Okay.
Make an Arcana check. That's probably the best thing.
Oof. I don't know anything. Oh, no, 12?
With 12, you might have some idea. You have a suspicion that the clouds had already rolled in, but they were being held at bay for an hour.
Oh.
That was very sweet of him.
Awesome.
But
from Obrus?
No,
No,
that
the
would
groundskeeper.
have been the groundskeeper.
Oh, that's awesome. And I will tell him. Do you know Grenlar the groundskeeper?
Well, I don't know him to speak to. I've seen him.
Might say hey and just give him a thanks for keeping the stars available for us for as long as he could.
Really? He did that? Wow.
I'm guessing.
Okay.
Druidic magic is pretty amazing.
I guess. I don't really know anything about it.
You know, I know we're here to do our studies, and I know studying for our own personal things is really important, but it wouldn't hurt you to get a basic generalization or a general understanding of the different types of magics. I mean, you know, Arabelle, she's very good. Arabelle and Tasha are both very good with their magics that are more divine in nature. And then, you know, there's the arcane nature, and
They don't have. I don't think there's a lot in the libraries here about the like god magic.
There's probably like generic books in the library, like, even if they're biased. I mean, like, this is Nikki guessing, right? Like,
yeah, because it's not anything you've looked up here either.
Yeah, no. And maybe you could ask Indrus to do an interlibrary loan on behalf of the four to get you just a couple books, generalization books, just about knowing kind of what other people can do, so that you just have kind of general knowledge of everybody.
Okay.
It would be well worth it.
Okay. I don't think Andrews likes me, but maybe if I say it's from, you know, you guys.
Yeah. Well,
Of course, come to think of it, I don't know anybody who thinks Andrews likes them.
that's probably correct. So if you perhaps write out your order and say, please, Zorith, you know, asked for me to have a favor and get some books on these subjects just to round out my knowledge. See if that'll help.
Okay.
And if it doesn't, and if he's really snotty, find someone to let me know.
Okay.
All right, it's cold enough. We'll get some sleep.
Thanks.
Won't stay up too late studying.
I really appreciate this. That was, like, really beautiful.
Yeah, it is really, it's really pretty.
Are you guys leaving in the morning?
We are.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for, like, telling me about what happened at home. That must have been really scary. And I'm really glad my dad's okay.
I'm really glad your dad's okay too. Sometimes it's not scary while you're in it, and all of the scary comes afterwards, especially when, and here I pause and don't say anything about, like, us thinking that we've caused it. Like, I get really quiet, but I say something like, you know, not knowing how to help the people that it's affected already, and trying to help pick up the aftermath. It's hard.
Yeah. Dad's told me some stories about when he used to, you know, like, be out doing ranger stuff. And he used to say that, you know, you don't get scared during, you get scared after. Like, when you realize, oh crap, that was really bad. I could not be here now if things had gone differently.
Yeah.
And that's when you get, like, he said he used to shake after, not before or during.
Nope. Sometimes it's afterwards when you have to try to gather your thoughts and everything back together.
Yeah.
So he is safe, and he's doing okay, and just know we're rooting for you here. And Oh, you might have a little extra credit at the... Frick, I can't remember what it's called.
The Kringle.
The Kringle. You
And
might have a little extra credit.
you see him just kind of give you this look for a minute, and then he just kind of throws his arms around you and gives you this huge hug.
Oh, thanks, kiddo. Go do good school stuff.
Okay,
Okay.
be safe.
You too.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Okay, so, meanwhile, back at the rest,
meanwhile, back at the
you find out, who wants to try one of these Nazith's demise. Yeah, Tasha definitely, Athgar's in.
Oh, I'm in.
Okay,
I am not.
okay.
Not shocked.
And
Not
and
shocked.
Arabelle, you happen to be the one going back to the bar with Ajan, and you get to watch her make these. And then you realize, holy crap, I'm so glad I didn't agree to drink one of these.
Made the right choice, is what I say.
It's
after she
in-
finishes it.
She pulls out these tall pewter mugs, fills them 3/4 of the way up with hard cider, and then dumps in 2 shots of whiskey and 2 shots of rum and stirs it.
Ooh.
And she says, guaranteed to make a dwarf legless in 2 glasses.
As long as it's not hairless, then I think we're okay.
Mm-hmm. And so she pours a regular mug of non-hard cider for you. And then comes back to the table and sits these tall mugs down. And she says, enjoy! If anybody here at the table can drink more than 2, I'll put your name on the wall.
Just
Challenge
one, thanks.
accepted.
Oh, yeah, just one for me, thanks.
Let's see how I feel after the first one.
I take several large glugs.
Okay. It's fairly smooth. There's a little hint of lemon in there as well, and it seems to take some of the bite out of the other alcohol that's in it, so it's smoother than it should be. Therefore, it's a little deceptive.
I was thirsty and stressed from the Inquisition, so
Okay.
I'm just putting it back.
All right. Go ahead, if you would, and make me a Constitution check.
Oh, yeah, buddies.
Let's see.
Oh my.
Constitution.
I'm concerned.
So this is just adding the con mod, right?
No, it's a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, saving throw.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. 14.
Yep. Tasha, make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I did not make it.
What did you get?
3.
Oh, Jesus.
3.
3. Okay.
Wow.
So you'll be carrying me out.
I thought I rolled badly.
8, actually, because you do get +5 for me. Not that that helps.
8. I got an 8.
Oh, so what would that make yours, Gwenlarn? If you add 5?
19.
Yeah.
Oh.
So she's closest.
What? Gwenlarn is closest?
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
Basically, you get finished with the first glass, and
I was only gonna have one.
okay. Well, you think you're doing just fine.
And then
No, you think you're fine, and then Athgar says, "I think I have to visit the necessary," and gets up and goes.
oh, that's not good.
Such a
That-
lightweight.
Mm,
I always could outdrink him.
oh, maybe. Do my legs work?
No.
Oh,
You
dear.
try to get up, and you just kind of, you don't face plant, but you stand up and just kind of go, "Oh, I'm really tired."
Well, I try to get up because I don't want him to piss on the floor.
And you find out you're really tired too.
Yeah.
And now there are 3 of the 4 unconscious on the floor of the Magician's Rest.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, I apologize, people, but I didn't know.
And this is about when Zorith gets back.
I come. Oh,
You walk
I
in
come-
and you see Arabelle kind of, kicked back at the table, just looking.
Peter cider.
Yeah, she's got a tankard in her hand, and she's just looking, not probably terribly amused, I'm guessing.
Oh no, I'm very amused.
Oh, okay. All
I
right.
think it's hilarious.
And you see 3 of your companions on the ground
Passed out.
snoring.
Oh yeah. When Lauren's drooling.
Basically,
Hey!
Just let me know.
basically, Athgar got up and face planted, and when Lauren got up and sort of fell across him, and then Tasha's on the floor on the other side of the table.
Oh my.
Agent, could I have some, maybe a hot toddy, a little?
Don't
spice?
drink that.
Well,
No, not what they had.
would you like something that's, let's say a block down the road that they took, but not the entire journey?
Oh, no, more like half a block. Just something to take the nip out.
Oh, well, a Cosman's Delight then.
Oh, sure. Is it warm?
Yeah, that's the one that is, like regular cider, white wine, and lemon juice.
Yep, that.
Should I wake them up? Let them stay on the floor for a while.
We'll let them stay on the floor for a while. We'll finish our drinks and then just take them up to their beds, I guess. I'll take them up to their beds. We don't have to.
Well,
take...
I'll just cast a spell and make it wear off, but
Oh, wait until the morning. I think they should live with their bad decisions unless they want you to take it off. I mean,
I don't know about that.
well, give them the option.
Agent's chuckling, and she's like, that is something in what she says. They,
And I don't necessarily mean they're bad decisions. I just mean they may enjoy the
I'm-
feel. I mean,
told that this drink produces some of the most vivid dreams. You would be denying them that opportunity if you take the effects away now.
morning's gonna come pretty early. I don't know. I feel like you should at least give them the option.
To let them sleep it off.
To let them, sleep it off, and then
Because I'm not going to do it in the morning. Because it'll use up too much of my magic before we hit the road. So if I'm not doing it tonight, they're not going to get it. It's a pretty high level.
then no.
'Cause I think they're lesser restoration's a second, and I only have 3, so they take all of my second level spots.
Yeah,
so I
no,
don't.
you
we don't
know-
do it tonight.
Remember how sad Gwen Lauren was
True.
Besides, it's not like they can make any of their bad decisions, like they're not having conversations about overthrowing a kingdom or anything
true,
like
that's
that.
true.
So
We are passed out, so
they can't do a whole lot of damage tonight.
Now,
True.
what would make you assume we'd be doing damage?
Because they know us?
Yeah, that's probably true.
Well, I mean, you do have a tendency to talk of overthrowing kingdoms when you do drink a little.
Just the one.
But that was scary enough. I believed you. I don't know. I just know that she was super sad when they were both very sad, and I don't know.
all right. We'll let them have the effects of it. Should we leave them on the floor?
I'll take him to bed. We'll take him to bed. I'll leave them at least a little bit. I don't want them to be all
We're
sore.
even nicer than Lauren, because who knows how she would put them to bed if it was that her putting them to bed.
Or Aramin.
Oh my! Well, Aramin would put them all in bed together, naked or something.
That is very true. He
Which-
totally would.
Maybe we should do that and then just leave a note like with an A on it, like with his signature, like he was here and they missed it.
Oh, like Aramin was there? Yeah, no. That would be funny, but no, I'll leave them.
Y'all are not right.
No,
All right.
we'll take him to
Not
bed.
actually something I would do to anybody, but
I know, it's fun to talk about. So, we
only
took
if I could blame it on someone else.
Right.
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 I'm gonna take everybody to their beds.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do
And-
that.
Has Athgar peed on himself?
No.
Okay, well, if he had, I was gonna do prestidigitation for him, but do we have? I don't know bathrooms of the ages. Do we
There-
have like chamber pots?
There are chamber pots.
Okay, so I'll put a chamber pot next to everybody, really close. Like I'll scoot them really close in case they need to,
Right.
or get up and pee. Who knows? But I'll just put them like right. Oh wait. I do the first one and then I come back out into the hallway and I ask Arabelle, I'm like, if I put them up closer towards the head of the bed, they're less likely to stumble over them when they get up, correct?
Right.
Okay, so I put it like up by the pillow, like
Just
on the
if they
floor
throw
by
up,
the
it's
pillow.
handy. If they're vomiting, it's handy there.
I didn't want them to like wake up and be like, splosh with a foot. Then they'd really be sassy, but
Or kick
So-
it over.
that was the other thing I was thinking. So I make sure everybody's got their bucket close to them and then
Their
put them all to sleep. I don't undress them. I just take off all their like gear.
Boots
Like-
and yeah.
Yeah, their swords and stuff, but everything else I just leave. So then I come out and is Arabelle still standing there? Then I'll say goodnight. If not, I'll knock
Yeah, I
on
would have
her and
helped
I'll
you.
say-
Yeah, I would have helped you.
Oh, thanks, babe. And say goodnight, and I'll tell her a tiny. Well, while we were sitting downstairs, finishing our drinks, I told her all the things that I talked about with Aaron, and that Osman was a ranger.
I don't think we knew he was an adventurer, did we?
We did not know he was a ranger.
Interesting.
So I will have just divulged that information to you because I think that's super cool.
It's very cool. We'll have to talk to him about it. How did that not come up?
I don't know. Well, we were so excited about Aaron going to school and stuff, and then like dragons and.
Yeah, we've had a few things going on, I suppose.
I just hope these festivals don't go as poorly as they could.
They'll go well.
I just worry.
We can keep our teammates off the hooch.
Well, everybody knows now.
Pretty much.
Yep.
We've done everything. Well, we still have to go to the sanctum, but that's it.
Yep.
There's a reason that drink is called Nazith's Demise.
Because they
Didn't say
killed
it was
him.
sweet.
All right. Well, 'tis an interesting night for
Those who are still conscious.
the three semi-comatose folks, because there are some very vivid dreams. And morning dawns dark and snowy.
Oh. We would have said goodbye to Obrus last night.
Yeah.
Made all of our
Right.
apologies and all our things so we could just leave when we need to.
Yep.
I knock on Arabelle's door.
Man,
Hello, I haven't gotten anybody up yet, and I know she doesn't have food. So I might run over to get some food and bring it back. And you think they're gonna want food even?
why don't I... Well, we have all of the pastries and things. Why don't we just eat on the road?
Why don't we? Yeah. So what time is it, Jeff?
Probably 7:30.
Whew. What do you think? Time to wake him up, or should we give him about half an hour?
Let's give them a half hour.
Gonna go down and have some coffee.
Okay.
How are you doing? How are you feeling about all these things that are going on?
Me?
Yeah.
Fine.
I mean,
Anxious to get the last of our errands done and get back to Airma and find out where we'll be for the festival, if we're going to be there. Which I feel like maybe we should be in Airma, but at the same time, Thunder's Edge is important to us.
kinda. I mean, like, I know you have a house and your parents are there, but Thunder's Edge feels kind of like home to me.
It'll be nice once our circle is done and we can
Go home whenever we want.
move more
Yeah.
freely between the two. It's kind of a lull, right? I mean, we've been doing so many things, and like, I feel like we should be fighting dragons and investigating all of the things going on, and we still have the Joggerbonnets to deal with. It seems, I know what we're doing is important, but at the same time, it seems a little
Calm before the storm?
yeah, I suppose. I mean, except for, you know, fighting a dragon in Sandy Cove, but after the constant churn of the last few months, this almost seems like not frivolous. That's not the right word, because like I said, what we're doing is important, but just feels like we should be doing more.
Right. We're kind of doing all we can right now. I mean, we've got a plan,
Yes.
we're sticking to it.
Oh, yeah. Let's just be ready to get it done.
It's like you feel muted, like you're just unable to do enough. Like there's not enough hours in the day to do all the things that we need to do to. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go get everybody up. So I don't. Oh, what?
I'll go with you.
Okay.
I don't want to miss that.
I will start with Afgar's room.
Okay.
I knock on the door.
No answer.
I'll close my eyes. Because I didn't lock the doors, so I will open the door and I will say, Athgar, with my eyes closed for a minute.
Here.
What? Not now? Oh, okay. I'm gonna open my eyes.
And he is exactly in the same place you left him.
Great. I'm gonna go over, I'm gonna pat him on the back. I'm gonna say the bucket's right next to you if you need to use it. We're gonna be getting on the road pretty soon. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh. I'll be back with some water.
You look much better this morning than when we found you on the floor downstairs.
Floor.
Yes, you stood up, fell over.
Ow.
Yeah, that would be the reason. I'm gonna run down real quick and I'm gonna get 3 glasses of water.
Okay.
Yeah, when you
And bring
your face.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just say, yeah, falling face first is maybe not the best plan.
You have about half an hour to get yourself together.
When you hand him the water, he very gratefully takes it and just kind of drinks about half of it and then goes, Oh, that's better. Oh. Good morning.
We have a couple others to get up. About half an hour to gather yourself.
So, I didn't have a second one.
No.
Did anyone else?
I don't think so, and I look at Arabelle.
Did anyone else?
Oh?
Well, yes. Did anyone else have a second one?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I don't even know if all of you finished the first one.
Maybe.
Am I the only one who passed out?
No. All of you.
Gwenlauren.
You're the only
passed
one who
out.
hit the ground. Yeah, you're the only one who hit the ground face first. Gwenlauren lasted the longest.
But she passed out too.
But
Drinks
well
the rest
after
of-
you. And
He drinks the rest of the water and hands the glass back to Zorth and pulls himself up off the bed and kind of, shakes himself out a little bit.
And as I said, she didn't hit the ground. She saw you fall, though. So I would be careful what you tease her about. Because you went, face planted onto the ground. And everyone saw it.
Well,
Because you thought you could.
no, I vaguely recall saying that I would see about the idea of a second one after I finished the first one. I wasn't boasting. I had no idea, so I didn't try to predict, which apparently was good.
Oh, dear.
Well, I'll be happy to go with you and wake Gwen.
Aww. I'd rather you didn't.
Yes, I'm sure, but I'm coming anyway.
I might shoot you.
No, I don't know.
Oh, I guarantee you I won't be as cruel to her as she would be to me. Let's just say that.
Well, that.
Well,
That's
I
prob-
hand him the water, and then I guess I will go wake up Tasha.
All right.
Or I would probably rather go with him.
Well, if you hand him the glass of water and leave to go wake up Tasha, he's going to take that as tacit permission and go head for Gwen's room.
Dump the water on Gwenlauren?
I'm not going to let him do that.
No.
I will not. I will go with him.
I'll go wake up Tasha while you two wake up Gwenlauren.
I'll
Okay.
hand her the water.
All right.
Gwenlauren's going to need to drink it, not wear it.
I wasn't going to pour it on her.
Well, I'll go with you.
All right. So, you get to Gwen's door. Soreth.
I knock on the door.
Athgar says, I'll hold the water.
I knock on her door.
5 more minutes.
I have some water for you.
Come on in.
We come in.
I open one eye. Did I win?
It sounds like you did. Arabelle said you were the last to go down.
Good. Good. Water.
Hand her the water. Or, well. I don't have
Oh my
water.
god, no. Athgar looks at her and says, yes, it is, and drinks it in front of her. Good morning, and turns and walks.
I'm gonna kick his ass.
I'll get you more water. You got about 20 minutes to get ready.
Dick move.
And I run down and get her more water.
Thank you.
You catch up with Athgar, who's walking down the stairs to the main room, and he's chuckling to himself.
I think that was funny. I'm glad you didn't make her wear it.
Why
But
waste
now
the
I have
water?
to go get more water. You should be really glad that I didn't let Arabelle clean you all up last night.
Oh, is she going to do her on us again?
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't have been so bad this time. At least it wasn't the 17.
I feel like you guys should wear your battle wounds proudly for beating or at least surviving Nazith's demise.
That is probably one of the most potent brews I think I've ever had. Not that I've had a lot, but...
I'm going to run to the thing and get 2 glasses of water for her and then run back up with them.
Okay.
Tap on Tasha's door.
Do I wake up?
I don't know. Do you wake up?
I wake up.
Gwen Lauren, I need you to make another Constitution save.
Okay.
This I'm doing having people roll for hangovers.
Ah. Well, I rolled better this time.
Oh, good.
Let's see. That would be a 20. Dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, you have desert mouth, but you don't really have a headache or an upset stomach. You just feel a little muddy.
I glug the water and do some stretches to try to get the blood moving.
Okay. All right. And then Tasha, are you awake? Or do you wake
Yes.
up when she knocks on the door?
I said I wake up.
Okay. I need you to go ahead and make a Constitution save as well.
Okay.
Now, you get the +5 because Arabelle's the one waking you up.
Thank God. Okay. I also got a dirty 20.
You too, you little cotton mouth and just a little general like stiff because you really didn't move at all overnight. But your head doesn't hurt and your stomach's not upset.
Oh, well, I promise that I will never drink one of those again.
Can I come in?
Wow. Yeah, oh, please. Please come in.
I walk in and hand you a glass of water.
Oh, bless you. You are a wonderful person. I have never experienced anything like that in my life. Oh, my
I
goodness.
don't think you should again.
I agree with you. Some things are best done just the once.
We're going to leave in about 20 minutes. We'll eat on the road. Figured you all would not be quite ready for...
I will get ready.
I'll see you downstairs.
Thank you.
Are
All
we
right.
taking horses or are we walking?
We
Or flying.
are teleporting.
Oh, that's right.
You're
Well,
not teleporting.
now we're
You
going
can't.
to
You can't
Costead's Wave.
teleport to Costed's Wave.
Oh, I thought we were going to Irma.
No,
I forgot.
not yet.
We'll go to Aramov from the
Sanctum.
Sanctum. But
Right, I remember that now.
are we taking horses or I guess we're just going to ride the carpet, right?
Well, you can ride the carpet.
Is it snowing?
It is snowing. So if you're going to ride the carpet, you're either going to be riding in the snow or you're going to need to go high enough to get above the snow clouds.
That sounds scary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we should just walk.
Or horses. We could take horses, right? They've got horses that come and go to the stables all the time.
Maybe. Depends on if there are horses in the stable at the moment. You know that you are the only visitors on campus right now.
I guess we should go find out.
Yeah, let's go find out.
Is everyone else downstairs for breakfast?
Well, breakfast is going to be on the road, apparently.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you. Breakfast is on the road, and also you get to wear your badge of Nazith's demise without having it whisked away, so...
As I'm stretching, I look out the window and see the snow. And I get dressed really fast.
We've traveled in snow before, right? To get to the
Yes.
dragons and stuff?
Yep.
Yeah,
But I'm
she has.
excited to see it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
And I dart outside.
This is like good, thick December snow showers.
Is there enough on the ground to accumulate?
A little. I mean, you can still see the ground through the snow cover because it's only really been snowing for a few hours.
Well, I scoop up a double handful and rush inside with it,
Okay.
straight down Apgar's back.
Roll to hit.
Let's see.
Actually, let's do this. Make an athletics check
Okay.
because we'll do opposing athletics checks.
Oh, how fun.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, you probably did.
Okay, so that's a 22
Oh.
for athletics.
Yeah, he didn't even
Oh.
see you coming in
Mm.
because he got a 5.
Wow.
By the time he realized what you were doing, you already had his collar out.
Oh, God.
And you see him leap to his feet, and he's like shaking and twitching and trying to get it out from his back.
And I say, "Good morning." It's snowing. Did you know?
I think I figured that out.
Whose idea was it to bring Athgar?
I think it was Athgar's idea to bring Athgar.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, he
I
has no one to blame but himself.
do believe that it was mentioned by you, Gwen, and also by Arabelle. It wasn't
I was drunk.
completely
I have
my
excuse.
idea.
I was drunk.
We were both sober at the time, I know, because Arabelle did it.
Oh, that's right.
All right. I'm just going to say this once. Everyone here is an adult. I would appreciate it if the two of you treated
Children.
each other as such.
The two of you children.
So,
Do you know what he did this morning? He drank my water.
again, adults.
I drank the glass of water I had in my hand.
Are we
Yes.
ready?
Keep it up. I'll push you in a snowbank.
I am not above separating the two of you and making you stand between Arabelle.
Okay.
This means that you cannot talk to each other until
There'll be
the
no
two of
fun.
you are willing to be civil.
I'm civil.
Nope. I'm telling you, you're not being civil.
I say he asked for it.
To quote someone, I could have done so many worse things with that glass of water, but I didn't.
As could I with
Alright.
the snow.
All right.
Let's go see if they have horses.
Okay.
Asian, is she here?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your hospitality.
Oh, you're very welcome. I do hope we'll see you again. And Tasha, may I just add my personal thanks for the music. It was wonderful, and we have too little of it here.
Thank you
Next
for
time.
appreciating it.
2
And
drinks.
Athgar, keep working on that fingering. I think you're going to master that.
Phrasing. Oh, sorry.
And he just looks at her and says, "I will practice."
Well, let's go look for horses.
Oh, horses. Why? Do you need horses?
We are off to Costead's way.
Oh, I see. I think there's only 2.
Oh dear.
We should be able to.
No, there's 5 of us. That's not
Right.
going to work.
Right.
No, but I'm taken care of.
Oh, that's true.
Can we double up, you think?
Someone can probably ride with me for
If
sure.
you don't push them, don't gallop all the way there, they should be fine.
Zori, will you ride with
I should probably take Athgar or
Oh, that's
one
a
of
great idea.
or Athgar can ride alone, but somebody can ride with me because I think my horse will be bigger than what they have.
I will ride with you.
I guess that's leaves Zori and I.
Absolutely wonderful.
Okay.
So I will
And
go
I
outside.
lean towards Gwenlore and I say, "I'll keep you warm," because I've got that prestidigitation spell. Anytime we stop, I'll heat everybody up, but we'll be
I will.
warm.
Clearly you are the best person to ride with.
Clearly, you
I don't
were
know
the
that
wise.
Gwenlauren's- Has Gwenlauren met Starbolt yet? I don't know.
What?
I don't know if Gwenlauren has met Starbolt yet.
Oh,
I have.
Oh, you have? Okay.
We spoke.
That's right.
Oh, that's right.
So I have 10, takes 10 minutes. So by the time you get back with the other horses, I'll have.
Okay.
I did prepare it this morning because I thought maybe we would take horses. So
Very wise. Is
All
there
right.
I summoned Starbolt.
And I have my owl ready to go.
Right.
Okay.
If I can't scout ahead, then my owl can.
Like 8 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's super cool.
All right. Well, as you head out, you are taking what is essentially little more than a footpath through the woods. It's a shortcut that isn't actually a road. It's just a path through the woods that takes you southwest out of the Llanos and right close to the northern banks of the river, just across the river from Costead's. So it will probably take about... you'll probably be there a couple hours after lunch.
Oh, was it that close?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was that close. I thought it was going to take us a couple days.
Oh, no.
No.
With the shortcut and horses.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at the...
Yeah, because you don't have to go all the way back around. You can just go...
Nice.
So. And as you head out, that's where we'll go ahead and take our break.
Excellent.
All right.
So we'll be back in 15 and see what's happening in Costead's Wave. So don't go anywhere. And welcome back. And special thanks to Leslie for dashing over here in the break.
I moved locations.
Yes.
That's why it's so helpful to live so close to each other.
Yes.
I'll be right there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, you have headed out from the tower, and you are now riding through the Janos Wood, headed for Costead's Wave.
Yep.
So, what would you like to do?
Well, I mean, we're riding. Did we get there yet?
No.
Oh.
Super cold, so we're probably not doing a whole lot of talking and stuff. It's snowing.
I'm cuddling with Zori. She's toasty.
Well, actually, it's not terribly cold.
But I have a
Because
very
it's-
low tolerance for cold.
Yeah, because it's
True.
snowing. It's probably like 30 degrees, 29 degrees. I mean, it's wet snow.
I'm sorry, that's not cold.
Well,
I hate to
not
break this
not
to you.
like 15 below cold.
Well,
But
no.
when you're outside, that's freaking cold.
Yes,
You've
I'm
got
not sure
cold
you
weather-
understand how the cold works.
You've got cold weather gear on. You're bundled up in furs. You're toasty.
No, we're cold. Our faces.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I-
your face.
I
is might
love
be cold.
you. You're adorable. We're still cold.
We're still cold.
Some
All
of us
right.
just aren't used to it.
Every once in a while, I'll have Gwen Lauren like ride closer to people, and I'll just reach out and like touch their jacket or something, and like do the heaty thing with it. Best use of prestidigitation I've ever had.
Well,
You
no, except for
know.
when we made the hot chocolate. That was
Oh
really
yeah,
good.
no, that's good.
And
That's
Athgar can do that too.
So can
So-
I.
okay,
Yeah.
then everybody can do their own people.
Hey, don't forget me.
Well,
Don't
I'm
you have
riding
somebody
with you.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Forgot.
here for you.
Yeah,
All
she's
right.
got your back.
Tasha's got her warm hands all wrapped around me. We're just snuggling on the horse. That would-
Exactly.
That's what's
I'm good with
happening.
that. I'm good
Snuggling.
with that.
And
Not
Athgar's bringing up the rear, tending to himself.
Phrasing.
That is
I think that was purposeful phrasing.
snow phrasing.
So great.
It just needed to be said.
Forest phrasing.
All I'm going to say is we may have gone off the rails a little bit during the break, and it shows.
But you have to pay for that on Patreon. You don't get that free.
That's right.
Exactly.
So if you want to know all about speed humps, then just
And forest
you know,
phrasing.
That's right.
And join our Patreon.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
So we're riding.
So you're right.
So we're riding and
we're
riding.
riding.
Well, I was just gonna say, so like if we go just directly at a 7 o'clock angle down, right? 6, 7,
Mm-hmm.
we're just gonna go straight down. So, and then we're gonna have to go over the big bridge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we're riding and we're keeping watch. We're watching.
All right.
You said just like a little afternoon, early afternoon we'd get there.
Yeah. It's going to take about 5 hours. So everybody, if you would, go ahead and roll perception.
Mine's a dirty 20.
22.
Athgar also got a dirty 20.
I'm sitting behind Gwen Lauren. 12.
I also got 22.
All right. It's that sort of weird quiet because the snow is sort of deadening the sounds, so it's very, sort of hushed. And pretty much one of the few things you hear is Athgar yawning.
Don't fall asleep and fall off your horse.
I won't.
Again.
I've never fallen off my horse.
Okay.
Remember what I said about being nice to each other? This is one of those times.
This is me being nice.
It is her being nice.
For fuck's sake.
So far, she hasn't caught the horse's poo and flung it at me. So that's nice.
Okay, I am never that crude.
Really?
I don't fling poo. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Got a little echo going
Hmm.
when Annette talks. Sorry.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
At least it'll be warm when we get to the sanctum.
Yeah,
magic.
that's true.
Is it a tropical island?
No, it's just
No.
moderate all the time.
Oh, that is nice.
That is nice.
I've only been there the one time, so I don't really. You probably know way more about it than I do.
I'll admit I'm a little nervous because I've never been there. All of
How
my
did you,
all of my training was done in Thunder's Edge. My teacher was from the Sanctum. Apparently,
I'm nervous too.
Apparently, it's another one of those RHIP things. Growing up the son of the Lord.
Is your teacher back at the sanctum now?
I don't know where she is, actually.
Maybe if she's there, you can catch up.
Who was your teacher?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I thought it might be the same. No, see, you can't like throw that out there with, my teacher. And then I was like, oh wait, is it the same lady? Are we supposed to be like notice and be super impressed that it's the same lady? But
Give me a moment and I'll tell you.
I mean,
Oh, please.
it's fine. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't.
I have to look it up.
There's a good bakery at the
Let's
sanctum
see.
too, Zori, so we'll have to compare.
What the heck is that lady's name? Arlo the Just.
No, that's
No.
That's Arabelle's new mentor, but I wasn't sure if it was.
no,
Oh, she's a paladin, so it wouldn't be a.
of
okay.
Aurora.
She wouldn't be a
Yeah.
bard.
No, it was Master Ranro, who I think I heard got promoted afterwards, so she may be there.
Master Ramrod, is that what you said?
Ranro, Wranro.
W-R-A.
Ranro. Almost like Scooby-Doo. Ranro!
Ruh-roh.
Wow.
Mm.
Yeah,
Well,
It's like Rondo, but not
Rando.
Rando.
Rando. Athgar's teacher.
well, the
I-
temple to
but-
Josephine at the sanctum is beautiful.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. She told me about it. Was able to show me illusions, images. But I suspect seeing the real thing is going to be a different experience.
Well, because we can teleport back to Airmaw, we should be able to spend a day or two.
That would be nice. Do I know who my teacher is? I mean,
You
I
didn't
learned from Warbender.
Yeah, you didn't really have a teacher. You basically did all of your studying in the
On the
field
road.
with Warbender, and you basically took your comprehensive exams from Master Boffin, who's the head of the Dressfiend Church.
Okay. Master Boffin.
Boffin. His name is Odo Boffin.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a halfling. So
We're keeping our eyes out.
Yep.
Does my owl scout ahead?
Mm-hmm. If you want your owl to scout ahead.
Yes, I do.
Well, your owl, being that its eyesight is better than anyone's, spots lots of small game, and really not much else.
Oh, that's fine. Sounds like the way is clear.
Yeah. So far.
Well, we're just gonna continue until it's time to stop for lunch,
Right.
quick lunch, and then keep going, especially if it's cold. We're definitely not gonna
Yeah.
dilly-dally.
But it is hard not to feel sleepy when, you keep warming us up and it's so peaceful and quiet and we're also hungover.
Do you want me to cool you down instead?
No. Warm is good. I'm not complaining.
Do you want to hang on? Because I believe I'm probably in the back.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to switch, or are you okay on the front?
I'm okay.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, do you want some water?
That would be lovely. I am a bit parched.
And I get her some water.
Okay.
I continue to drink water. I just keep sipping it every once in a while.
Yeah. Tell Athgar every once in a while, you need to drink some water.
All right.
Yeah.
Never again, dude. Never again.
Oh, I'm anxious to give it another try. I'm sure that I could finish 2 next time.
No.
Well, if I hadn't tried to stand up, there wouldn't have been a problem.
So you're
I'll look forward to watching.
same.
The side effects of one were enough for me.
Well, I mean, I recognize the side effects are unusual, but I'm not willing to give up without a fight. It's a matter of pride.
My pride gives way to a sore nose this morning, so I don't really feel the need to crest that particular hill. At least not face first again.
Well, understandable. It was kind of ridiculous. I
All
tried
of
to
us-
save you from yourself, but
And
Apparently, I wasn't much help.
how exactly did you do that?
I was trying to help you get up off the floor, but unfortunately, it didn't work out that way.
She fell over you.
I was trying, though.
Well, I appreciate that.
Do we... Isn't there aren't these woods kind of spooky, scary? There were giants, right? The last time we went this way, right?
There were, but you were headed north,
Oh, okay.
and those were creatures coming down from the mountains.
From the mountains. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yes.
'Cause-
Jeff. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Go ahead. No problem.
No, go ahead, Nick.
No, I was just looking at the map and just seeing how much we have to go through for woods and stuff. So
Yeah. You probably will. It'll be about 3 of the 5 hours will be in the woods, and then the last 2 will be out in the open.
okay.
Do I know? Can I recall? Or can you tell me? How often do can you get a ferry from Costead to the Sanctum? Are we going to get there to be able to get there tonight?
Probably. It will depend on how icy the lake is. If it's just cold and not frozen, you could conceivably hire a fishing boat to take you out there.
Okay.
Even if the timing doesn't work out for one of the ferries.
Okay.
If it's chocked with ice, on the other hand, you might have to wait until morning if you miss the ferry. You know from having spent a lot of time out there that there's only a couple ships that are built soundly enough that they can literally crash through the ice to get out there and back.
Okay.
Is it still snowing?
Yeah.
With it being so quiet and everything, it's almost like still dreaming.
Ugh.
What?
Nothing.
Nightmares?
No. No.
Very vivid.
Oh, you had a dream too?
Yes.
What did you dream?
That's none of your business.
Wow. Jeez.
Well,
rude.
I can tell you what you dreamed.
Did
Okay.
they all have
I-
the same dream?
I know what each of the 3 who had the vivid dreams dreamed about.
Ooh.
So
All right.
if you want to tell everyone, I can be your voice and relate the dream. Otherwise, if you want to just keep it to yourself, I'll tell you in private later.
You can tell.
Okay. So Tasha begins to relate the dream. She says, I was riding on a warhorse, replete with polished plate barding. At my side, Captain Warbander is likewise mounted and wearing war gear. Behind us, there's a column of mounted Aecathan soldiers that stretches out farther than I can see. And as I turned back around, I recognized where I was. We were on the trade road between Kilcross and Strathsummon's End, headed west toward the end. And then there was one of those jumps that dreams make, and suddenly we were fighting. at the entrance to the end. There were bodies all over the place. And I was about to call for a retreat when I got dragged off my horse and carried into the city. And it was weird because I thought I should have been shouting orders or maybe shouting for help, but I just felt really calm. They carried me into a dark building, tied me to a chair, and then closed the door, and left me in the darkness. And still, I was calm. I wasn't scared. And then out of the darkness, there was a voice that seemed so familiar, but I don't know who it was. But the voice said, "Child, you didn't have to put on such a show, you know. I was always here waiting for you, whether you came by force or by stealth. Everything's going to be all right now that you're here." And then I woke up.
Wow.
Wow.
That's really specific.
Oddly specific.
Well, I mean, I guess my dream had some similarities. The child part, it did. I don't know. It's so weird. I dreamt of a place with warm breezes and sand everywhere. So it was sort of like home, but the air wasn't dry like it is at home. And there were palm trees on all sides. But not like jungle, just on all sides. And you could smell like blood and rotting. And it was just really gross. But as I looked around, I could see why. Like the area was littered with corpses, and that's why it smelled that way. But I was very calm. Like you said, I wasn't threatened or uncomfortable with the fact that I was standing amidst what looked like a slaughter. And then 2 of the corpses stood and walked over to me and spoke. So there was a man and a woman. They were both dressed, well, like I do in my desert gear. And they looked at me, and the man said, "You look strong," and then used a word that I understood, even though I don't think I've ever heard it before. It's Matruska. And I knew that meant child, even though I swear I've not heard that word before. And the woman kind of croaks. They did a decent job raising her, but she's a little skinny still. Not enough good food. And I was like, really? You're rotting and you're criticizing me? Thanks. But the man was like nodding along and kind of, considers me for a moment and then says, well, maybe her aunt can fatten her up. Almost time, isn't it? Which makes no sense because I don't have an aunt anywhere. And then Athgar shows up, thanks. And he just nodded and said, I'll see to it. She's already family to me, so it's only fitting I go with her. Which, bossy. And then just grabs my hand and leads me away from all the bodies. And as I look back, I could see that they were in this like oasis in the desert. In God's Wrath Desert, in fact. And he just kind of keeps dragging me deeper and deeper into the desert, which doesn't seem like a good idea. And I realized that I've been traveling with him nonstop for days, and it's really hot, and he hasn't allowed me to stop or shared any of his water. And so I look up as we're cresting this like mountainous sand dune. And as I look up there, I catch a glimpse that there's someone standing there, but then I awaken and see Athgar's smug face as he's drinking my water.
Do you think maybe the water part was you waking up and feeling like you might be parched?
Probably.
Okay.
I just want to make it clear I have absolutely no responsibility whatsoever for that dream.
No, of course not.
Why would you?
The water.
Oh. Well, you did drink my water.
Okay, we're just
Yes.
going to let that go.
And you're bossy. If it weren't a dream, I would have told you to knock it off a lot sooner than just letting you drag me around places. That doesn't sound like me at all.
So, let's talk about the part of the dream that's probably true.
The thirsty part?
There's part of the dream is true.
I imagine so.
So, for me,
Why?
well, I am certain that a lot of my dream was true, or will be.
You think it was a prophetic dream?
I do.
Bet that makes no sense.
Why?
Well, mine wasn't a prophetic dream.
Wasn't it?
I don't have corpse people to talk to or family, so pretty sure that's a no.
So, you're orphaned. Is that correct?
I guess I just don't have family.
Generally, when people are orphaned, they don't have family.
Well, when you have clan, you're not an orphan. You have
were-
a clan.
You were adopted by the clan.
Well, I'm sorry. I spoke out of turn.
What were you going to
Gwen's
say?
story.
You can say
Well,
it. You know my story as well as anyone.
yes, but they don't, and I don't know how much of it you want me to tell them.
I don't care. It's just clan lore.
Gwen was taken in servitude during a raid and raised as a servant, but according to clan law, even those taken as indentured servants can rise to become full clan members if they prove themselves worthy, and she did.
Eventually.
So you don't know if you have family.
Well, it kind of doesn't matter. I mean, when you become part of the clan, whatever comes before doesn't really matter. So I don't think of myself as an orphan because what came before is irrelevant.
I understand what you're saying. I do. You have just left all of that past in the past.
Exactly.
It might not be in the past if your family is looking for you.
Oh,
They
I'm
might-
sure not. I mean, I'm sure not because
You have no idea. You don't know what they think. They may be looking for you.
Or someone.
seems like if anyone were looking, they would have had ample time to find me by now.
A raid on where?
I don't know. I don't really remember before, and I've never been encouraged to think on it. It's before. It's
I
irrelevant.
wasn't ever told. I was simply told the what.
As
and
someone,
approximately the when.
I mean, is that common that your clan kidnaps children from their families?
The clan would only take a child for servant if they were certain that the child's parents were no longer living.
So see, no family. So that's
two parents does not mean that your whole family is gone. You could have an aunt.
I guess. Like I said, it's not. There's never been any secret about my background. Everyone in the clan knows. So I'm sure if there were anyone looking,
They would have only to ask. It's not a secret.
What if they don't know where to ask?
Well, if it was a raid from Thunder's Edge, would that be in the wastes?
I don't know. Whenever I asked questions, I was told that was inappropriate. Like, we don't talk about before. We talk about now.
Because it was inconvenient for them.
It's just not our way. We don't talk about those things. There are a lot of, there are others who are in the same situation, and it's just not discussed. It's just not done.
Well,
Afgar, how was your dream?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It's fine. You don't have to tell us.
Okay.
But Gwenlauren, it is very possible that you have family looking for you that you just never knew about. And the 2 corpses that you talked to were probably your parents.
They were not well.
Well, they're dead.
How macabre.
Just because someone leaves this realm doesn't mean they don't still look after you.
Well, in the dream, Athgar seemed to know where to go. Do you know where my family is?
He doesn't.
I
See?
haven't a clue.
So I'm sure that this was... You remember that you and I were talking, Tasha, a bit ago about this notion of siblings and family, and I'm sure that just planted a seed in my mind where I was wondering about family, and with that and the drink, it brought this about.
That's possible, but my theory is possible too, and we will just have to see.
Athgar, we told you our stories, you big baby.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I don't remember. Gwen, make an
Probably because you passed out too soon.
Gwenlauren, make an insight check.
Insight. 19.
He could be lying, but he could be telling the truth. You're used to his tells when he's prevaricating, but you don't really see them.
Okay.
So you're just really not sure. I mean, if he is lying, he's figured out how to hide his tells.
Well, I guess we'll have to leave you to your own counsel then.
As I am used to.
Well, is it time for lunch yet, or we're just gonna keep going?
It can be.
Oh, we should keep moving and just eat some of our pastries.
Yeah.
As we travel.
Yeah.
Dig in the thing, hand out pastries and food.
While you've been talking, you have exited the forest.
Oh.
And you are now traversing over grasslands and low hills. It is colder, and now there's wind as well. So the snow is starting, instead of falling down, it's starting to fall diagonally.
I pull my hood up so you can really not see my face now.
All right.
I'm assuming you're going to cross the bridge closest to the lake.
Yeah.
Okay. So you basically pick up the road just a few hundred yards from the bridge. You do see there are 2 soldiers swathed in thick wool, standing at one end of the bridge. And, well, let's see if they are able to figure out who you are. No. As you approach, they step together into the road, and one of them goes, "Halt! State your business."
We're headed to the Sanctum through Costead's Wave.
All right. Lake's a little icy, so just be prepared. Might be a little delay.
Thank you.
And they step aside and let you pass.
Weird.
You see 2 soldiers on the other end of the bridge, but they just kind of, look and see you coming and just nod and go back to standing their miserable guard watch.
Because it's cold.
Can you warm them up as we go by?
I'm not sure they would let me, but I will ask.
Would you like a little warm up?
That would be lovely.
You take that one, I'll take this one.
Cast precision on the guy on the left.
I'll take the one on the right.
Oh, thank you, miss.
Be well.
We're trying.
Dig out my box. Hand him each a pastry.
Oh,
Oh.
you see 2 soldiers in a noticeably better mood as you move on.
It's like a really long bridge, right?
Yeah.
Good. So the other ones won't.
No.
We'll do the same there, right?
No, we've already passed them. We're on the
Oh,
other side of the
okay.
bridge.
Yeah, you're on the far side
Alright.
already.
Thinking we do both. Okay.
So,
Oops.
and you go ahead and make your way along the road, and right about probably hour and a half after lunch, you roll into Costead's Wave.
Love
Been a
it.
while.
I say we stop somewhere for lunch.
It's been a
But there's
while.
a tavern or something we've eaten at.
Oh yeah, there's the tavern.
Not that one. That's not the right one.
No? Where's the right one?
Sandy Cove is not the right map.
Oh, yeah.
Oops. Nope, you're right.
Oh, now
Sorry.
I understand. I was like, it's not the
I
right
thought
time.
I thought that was Costead's.
No, I was like, I don't think it's on the side. I think it's on
Oh yeah, the tavern. That's right.
Yes.
Right.
All right. Hold a moment. I'll get the right map up. Sorry
Oh,
about that.
please.
Pull out my
Where is it?
notes
Where is it?
from
Where
a
is it?
million years ago.
Oh God, yeah.
There it is. Okay.
That was before we met.
Oh my God, I went back to episode 24. I accused Wiggy he knew nothing. Granella used him.
Yeah.
Not back far enough, apparently.
Oh my goodness.
Nope.
So episode 12 is when we, I think, met Mother. 11 or 12 is when we met Mother Tasha and the Susaran. So it would be before that. Episode 10, Tavern.
Dude.
A large L-shaped building.
There you go.
We met the owner, Duncan. That's all I got written down.
Yep.
Episode 10. August 25th, 2020.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been a while since you've been here.
No, August what?
25th is what I have written down. 2020.
Oh, I have Thunder's Edge info, but that was information that Viessa was giving us about she will provide some passage, Clever Sprite, and then look for in Thunder's Edge, Ivory's Wrath, Wigillium Cub, Pathwick. So that's why I was very confused.
Right.
Gosh, that was a long time ago.
That was.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So we'll go to the tavern.
All right. So you get there. You those of you who've been here before, it's a familiar sight.
Yeah.
For Gwenlaren and Athgar, it's a kind of seedy-looking building. It's not even in as good repair as most of the structures in the Outer Enclave at home.
Wow.
Gone to that other platinum hammer, but that's way too fancy.
Yeah, that's not.
That place gave us the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going there.
Although if you want rooms,
We'll go there.
yeah, the tavern is just a tavern. It's not an inn.
Right.
Right.
So there really wasn't any place that had rooms until the Platinum Hammer was constructed.
Oh, right. The Platinum Hammer. I remember that.
Yeah.
We should go there.
It's this big, fancy, ostentatious building that's like all fancy for no reason in this little tiny town.
And got built like that.
Yeah.
Which
very
is
odd.
weird. Right.
Just gives me a bad feeling.
Bad juju. All right.
You can get a burger and
Yep.
some watered down ale. Come on, the tavern sounds great.
Do we
Looks
see
like you'll get a side of botulism.
Right. Do we see Duncan? No
Yep.
name there?
Yep. You come in the door and you immediately hear a familiar voice go, "Well, coming out of the cold. Welcome to the tavern. Weary travelers, you are no doubt hungry and need something to drink."
We
This
do.
This is the little. They've got
Wait.
little.
That voice sounds familiar.
Yes. Because you've met me.
Well, you take the hoods off, and he sees your faces and goes, "Oh my goodness!"
Oh, I don't remember that we know him that well. I mean,
Zori, I think you and Aramin did, right?
Yeah.
Because you guys
You,
spent a lot of time at-
yeah, because Aramin's mentor spends most of his nights in here.
right.
Yes.
probably
I don't
doesn't
know.
recognize Tasha and I, but Zori, I'm guessing.
Maybe.
I
guess.
remember three of you. I definitely remember you, Zorith. Welcome back.
Thank you.
How is your brother? We have not seen him in some time.
He is busy doing some busy work.
That is what he said the last time he was through here.
Yep.
Is he-
Exactly.
Been through without us?
Oh, yes. A couple times.
By himself?
One time he was by himself. The other time he was with this little gnome. Very strange.
Is that the lady on the Sprite?
No, I think it's Costas, but we won't say that to Duncan. Right?
Right.
But what?
Oh,
What?
A little.
Yeah.
A little gnome. I wouldn't say that.
A little male gnome?
Yes.
A male gnome?
Yes.
Yes.
Very strange name.
Zakuthos.
Yes, that one. So you know him too.
Oh, yes.
We've met.
I introduce Gwenlaren and Athgar, and I say, "Do you mind if we take a little?" They're not inlets. What are they? Little booth, but
Yeah.
you've got a booth, but you can curtain it off? It's
Yes,
kinda
yes. Oh, please. Take that one. The brazier was just lit an hour ago, so it should be nice and warm in there, and it should stay warm for quite some time.
cool.
It's a
Excellent.
pleasure to meet you.
And to you as well. You both have the look of people not used to the snow.
Thunder's Edge.
Ah, that would explain the tan. I don't see many people looking as hearty as the two of you.
Well, we're enjoying the snow.
Oof. I wonder what that's like.
Duncan,
Yes.
did you know if we might be able to still catch a ferry to the Sanctum today?
Oh! Fairy! I'm an idiot. Don't, go sit down. There is a message waiting for you.
Really?
Whilst he leaves, I'm gonna look around and see if I see Alien. Alien? Alien?
Leon.
Oh,
That's-
crap.
Airman's
Yeah.
Mentor.
person.
Yeah, no, you don't see him.
Okay,
No
no worries.
And he comes back with a really ratty looking scroll that's like held rolled up by a piece of rope. And he says, Captain Yorobi left this in case you should show up. She was trying to figure out how to contact you, but didn't know how.
I open.
Wonderful.
What does it say?
It is 6 words long.
Uh-oh.
It says, "Contact me immediately. Someone's kidnapped Sigrith."
Oh my god.
How long has this missive been here?
What is today? Today is Tuesday. Sunday night. No,
Oh.
Monday morning. Monday morning. So yesterday morning, she come by.
Oh. Well, that's not that long.
No,
All right. Well, how do we
Uh,
contact her?
she is.
Send her a message.
She's
Oh, yeah.
staying at the Platinum Hammer.
Well,
Ooh.
everybody has to stay at the Platinum Hammer because
Just-
nobody's in is working anymore, right?
Well, the last time you were here, you
Yes.
stayed with Aramin's mentor.
Oh, that's right.
Right, because the Platinum has run all of the other businesses out.
Okay. So I send a message. Captain, it's Tasha. We're at the tavern. You can
Okay.
reply to this message.
Oh yeah.
All right. There's a pause. And then you hear, "Oh, Bal must be praised. I didn't know if I'd even find you, but I'm on my way. Don't go anywhere. I need your help."
She's on her way. She needs our help.
Sanctum will wait.
I will get a I will get an ale now.
Of course.
Bring one
what's
for the
for
captain.
lunch?
Well, you know, I could probably make you just about anything you really want, but what I have is we do have fresh river fish because the lake has been frozen for several weeks, so the
Ice
ice
fishing.
fishermen have gone out. Yes. I of course can make you the house burger. I have some fish casserole, and if you want something lighter, I can put together the cheese and fruit platter with the fish dip.
Ooh, I do like fish dip. I will have the fish casserole, please.
All right.
I
Anybody else?
too will have the fish casserole and then also the cheese and the dip part.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll
And a
have the
lot of
burger.
cider.
We don't have cider.
What do you have?
We have ale and we have wine. And I can make coffee.
I guess ale.
All right. This batch is pretty good, if I do say so myself.
I thank you.
I'll do the burger with coffee.
I
Or just bring me hot water. I've got tea bags. Or tea.
certainly I can do that. I will have the burger with wine. Of course. Would you like the white wine or the red wine? The red, I think. All right.
I'll have a burger and ale.
All right. Coming up, I'm going to close the curtains. It will keep the heat in. I will send the captain to your table as soon as she arrives.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Of course. It is nice
When he
to have you
walks-
back.
Oh, yeah, thanks. When he walks away, I'm gonna tell Athgar and Gwenlauren about the captain. The captain mans a ferry boat up the river from Erma, and it's magical
Really?
because it comes up the river and it is self-propelled, and we have traveled with them and done some fighting with them. That's like our first real knowledge of the Jaggervonen. Like we fought
Oh.
them.
I see.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Sigrith is the magical engineer that designed the propulsion system and runs it.
So, if she's kidnapped, it's bad.
Without
it's kind
her, the ship does not move.
Yes, but what will
Right.
they do to get the proprietary information is more scary.
Yeah, I'm worried about
Oh.
her.
Yeah. And then I lean really close and I say, sometimes when you're the only one who knows a thing, it becomes really dangerous.
Really?
Mm.
True.
I can understand that.
Airman has a thing for Sigrith too.
Oh,
So we better find her.
I see.
Yeah.
Well,
And then I explain about the sprite, kind of what the sprite looks like. Captain Yorobi is. Oh, now I'm gonna have to. The crew: Barnaby, Iarla, Miro, and Sigrith. We lost somebody, didn't we? Like, didn't somebody get hurt or something, or?
they were
I think-
hurt, but
Died.
But they were okay.
yeah. The last time you were here and you came in on the Sprite, there was one crew member who got hurt, and they were going to be laying over in Costead for a little bit while they recovered.
That's right. They had been bandits attacking from the south shores.
Yep.
And we saw zombies. Yeah. So I just give them some basic information.
Okay. And you're just finishing with that when the curtains open quickly and you see Casemiro slide in on whatever side there's room for, and she's wearing a rather thin coat and she's shivering.
Lauren. take my cloak off and give it to her.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
I reach over and pat her leg and prestidigitation and make her warm.
Oh. Oh. Thank you. There's no call for it to be quite this cold.
I agree.
So
these are our friends, Athar and Lauren.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure's mine.
I've been trying to figure out how to get hold of you, but Sigrith was the only one I knew that could actually contact you, and everybody else that I've talked to that could do it, they don't know you, so they couldn't do it. And
We're here.
I'm glad that we came along.
oh, so am I.
Describe Captain Yorobi, please, if you could, because I don't have her information.
All right.
If you don't mind.
Sure. She's about 5.5 feet tall, elven. She's wearing studded leather armor, and green pants, black leather boots, black leather gloves. Her hair is auburn. She wears it quite short, and she has amber eyes that look red at the moment.
Thank you. Because there's people who don't know all of her.
Yeah, she's got a fairly muscular build, but she's still someone that turns heads when she walks by. She's got a charisma of 18, so...
She's pretty.
Yeah.
I will stop interrupting you and let you speak.
Okay, no worries. All right, here's what I know. We were about a day out, coming up the river, and it was night. Yarla was on guard duty. Everyone else was sleeping, and really the only reason that we even know anything is because Yarla heard someone dive into the river. And so she looked back and saw 3 dark shapes running from the back of the boat and also diving into the river. And so she ran to the back to look, couldn't see anything, got the rest of us up awake, and that was when we figured out that Sigrith was gone.
Oh, no.
And so we looked around, we used magic to lighten up the area to see if we could find her, and we didn't see anything. And so we didn't really have any choice but to get to Costead as quickly as we could, even though it was dangerous and there are a few gashes in the sprite's bow that are going to need to be patched before we put her back in the water. Because we went full tilt at night and basically ran out the battery, so she's not going anywhere soon anyway. But we got here and went looking in all the places that she might go, and we couldn't find her. I talked to Duncan, put the word out, and since then I've been out pretty much every day, just like wandering all over the place, trying to see if I could figure out what the hell was going on. There were wet footprints on the deck that we saw once we got the lights up. 2 probably human-sized, could be, I don't know, could be half elf, could be half orc, but bigger, and then 1 smaller set. And the only thing that we found and we haven't been able to do anything with it, but maybe, I don't know, maybe you could. And she reaches inside the jacket and into a pocket and pulls out a little swatch of torn black cloth. And she says, "This was found on one of the pinions on the back railing. We're thinking that it ripped off the cloak of one of them 3 shapes that jumped in after her. Because Sigrith didn't own anything that looked like this. So it wasn't her.
Does it look like a Jaggerbonin cloak?
It's black cloth.
So it doesn't have any
symbols
on
it is literally like, imagine if somebody wearing a cloak made of this material went over the railing and the edge of it snagged and ripped. That's what you have.
A little piece.
Yeah, not even that big.
Oh.
Like an inch.
Has anyone tried to send a message to Sigrith?
No,
Or
Sigrith is the one. Sigrith is the one who does the message sending.
Okay.
And so and I did pay someone to scry on her, and we were able to have someone draw a picture that was a pretty good likeness, and so they'd know who they was looking for, and they couldn't find anything.
Well, if I don't know the sending spell very well, if Tasha sends a sending spell and they don't reply, she's not going to be able to get anything anyway. Like, there's no open mic air situation.
Right.
You should try.
Once for whatever and twice for no.
Right, yeah, if you can't talk, then...
Sneeze.
Grunt.
If you're in immediate danger. I don't know. We need to figure out what to do.
Right, if you can't if you can't say anything, then grunt so we at least know that you heard us or something.
And know we're coming for you.
Okay.
Well, and then if she does, then we could figure out some sort of other system, right? If she...
All right. Sigrith. It's Tasha. We're looking for you. Grunt if you can't talk. You can reply to this message. Are you pooping?
I love it. No, I'm not pooping. I'm held hostage, dumbass. That's right.
So, you cast the spell and you feel the energy go out. And usually, even if somebody's not going to reply, you at least are able to sense that the message has gotten through. You feel the energy go out, and the best way you can describe it is somewhere along the line, the energy is struck and dispersed.
Ooh, that's bad. So I say, I'm not really sure, but I know she didn't get that message.
Can anyone scry?
Yeah, I don't have scrying. Do you have that? Do you have scrying right now? Athgar?
I'm looking to see if he does.
Let's see what we got. Who do we got?
I took scrying out of my.
Do you remember the people? So last time they were attacked, they were after her.
Mm-hmm.
That's where, right, when we had the cleric, the Jaggerbonin cleric that got away.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we kind of know.
Athgar does not have scry prepared.
Dang it. That's so annoying.
Is it something that you guys can prepare daily, or you have to do it at your
We
up
can't.
level?
We can't change anything until we go up levels, right?
Right.
Isn't that right? That's so annoying.
Agreed.
Ooh,
Well, hold on.
whatever.
What level is Scry?
5th.
Oh, fuck no. I was thinking, I don't know, maybe if it's low enough level, he could, you know, if he knew it as a sorcerer, but...
Oh no, it's not a sorcerer spell, because
No,
otherwise
it's
I
a
would.
bard spell.
Bard,
Oh.
cleric, druid, warlock, wizard.
Mm.
Yeah, he
Six.
doesn't know it. For his 5th, he has seeming and true seeing.
Can I not switch
cleric spell?
spells? I thought I could switch spells. I just had to prepare it the day before. Is that not true?
I think you might change which one you know at levels, but you can change which ones are prepared every day.
Hold on, let me
Right.
look. Ranger.
Did you say it was? Did you say it was a cleric spell?
Bard, cleric, druid, warlock, wizard.
So it
Maybe-
wouldn't be a ranger spell anyway.
Oh, okay.
Maybe if we go to the
No.
sanctum, we could ask Father Dilbus to scry on her. He knows her at least. He's been on the sprite.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Oh,
Yarla's
yeah.
on. Quite fond of Yarla. I'm sure he'd help us.
That is very true. Have you received any missives?
No.
stating That
I mean, I haven't been back to the Sprite to check this morning. The rest of the crew's staying on board and keeping an eye on her. So I mean, we could go. Or I could go and find out, but nothing yesterday. Nothing as of when I left there last night.
So why don't we eat, warm up, head to the sprite, and then if there isn't anything, we could try that. There's plenty of people that could maybe help us there. If we can get across the lake.
That'll be the question. I have no idea if one of the ferries is actually in dock or not.
question.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna look it up before I ask. I probably shouldn't. Teleportation. Obviously, I know it's not something I can do. Teleportation, not circle. Not teleportation circle. What is there? What is
Teleport.
It? Oh, it's just teleport.
Yes, teleport.
Please hold. Hello. It is Bard, Sorcerer, Wizard. I wonder if there is a shoot. A Bard on the, because they do the Sanctum has bards and paladins, right? Bards and clerics.
Yeah.
Bards and clerics.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
druids and rangers.
Druids.
Or no, the
The
Sanctum
rangers
doesn't
are
have
at
those.
the other
Yeah,
place.
they're at the Citadel.
Tasha really doesn't know.
Right, but if Athgar's mentor is in residence, then she likely is high enough level to do, or high enough rank to do things like that.
It is a 7th level spell, so potentially.
What is teleport? Or no, yeah.
Yes. So even if we can't get all the way out there, we may be able to contact that person and be like, hey, we're here. We need to get out there, or we need to get you here so you can look at the picture and scry. Like, it's a big ask, but we ask big things all the time.
We're
Better to
gonna
ask.
try to get us the teleportation circle when we're there.
out in the sanctum?
Yeah, once we're there, then I'll get it.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
next.
I know. I wasn't gonna press my luck on the first talking to.
I'll ask Sir Arlo and see if we can do something.
Well, I mean, so what happened to?
Obra said that Costa's wave didn't have a circle, right?
Correct.
Okay, so getting here is going to have to be a teleport. I'm just thinking out loud that some of the things that we can do are get someone to scry again, or I don't know.
I don't know either.
Did he bring our food yet?
No.
Okay.
My brain is fried.
Wonder if we could get him wrap it up or something.
Well, I mean, no, we should sit here and eat and figure stuff out. Okay.
What are our options?
Yeah.
At this point,
Mm-hmm.
you see the curtains. You see Duncan pulling the curtains back and sort of hooking them, and then picking plates up off a tray that he's got sitting on a nearby table, and he puts down a burger platter and a cup of coffee in front of Casimiro and says, "You should eat too. I know you don't feel hungry, but you will need your strength." And after he's done passing out the food, he pulls one side of the curtain down and then kind of sticks his head back in and says, "I'm not entirely certain what is happening, but if you need my help, you have only to ask."
Thank you.
Thanks.
Puts the other side of the curtain down.
My thought of scrying and your person, Father Delbus, he could be a larger level scry. He may have more experience with the scry than the other person did. Plus, he also will have less of a issue because he also knows the person, and it wouldn't be as a disadvantage,
Right.
a negative disadvantage, knowing that person potentially.
So, how far away is Father Delbus?
Well,
He's out. He's in the sanctum on the island.
Oh, we need to get. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. We need to get to the sanctum, but
Yeah.
the easy ways are get someone to teleport us there, or get someone to teleport us there. Because because you said that they said that the boat might not make it. Right?
Well, it's a matter of if the right ship is in port.
Yeah, we need to go find that out.
Okay.
So let's eat, and then we will go find out if the right ship is in port.
We'll go to the Sprite, see if there's been made any claims of ransom,
Right.
and then other ship. Yeah, because until we know either A, who's got her, or Scry, our hands are tied. Right? There's no other way that...
Right.
Yeah. Because are there any?
Okay. Gwenlaren, I need you to make me a survival check. Zorith, I need you to make me an arcana check.
Oh,
19.
Okay.
25.
Okay.
I rolled a 19.
Gwenlaren, you think about, how would you track someone in this setting?
Yes.
And it dawns on you that you probably wouldn't be able to do much. However, if there were dogs or wolves that were used for hunting,
Yes.
chances are good that they would be able to follow a scent. And since this person, well, that wouldn't carry enough. But since this person lived on the ship and the ship is in port, chances are good her belongings are there. They would have a scent. So that's something you could try. Zorith, your brain keeps circling back to that little swatch of cloth. And then your brain goes, sympathetic magic. Locate object.
I was thinking about locate object as well. That's why I was
With-
seeing if I could switch
With
spells.
this,
1,000 feet.
right? So, I mean,
Yeah, I already
you'd have
looked it
to
up. I'll have it.
you'd have to sort of wander through town and cast it a lot.
Yeah, it
But
lasts
if
for
you
10
got
minutes.
if you got close, it would tip you off.
Yeah, I already looked it up. I just because it was only 1,000 feet.
Right.
Right.
I can't cast it till tomorrow. I don't know if you have it. I don't have it
Yeah.
prepared.
Do you have locate objects, sorry?
No, I do not. I was gonna say they took her off the ship, so the dogs might not be a way to go.
Well, if she's here,
Oh, I see what you're saying. If she's in this town.
yes. If
Yeah.
she's here,
I was thinking much further.
yeah.
out. I
If
was
she's
thinking
if
much-
she's not here, it becomes a much more steep
Yeah.
problem to surmount.
Yeah, that was where I was.
Well, if we wait until tomorrow, if I am allowed to switch spells that I have prepared overnight, I too could cast locate object, and we could split up and search the town quickly.
Well, then I will go back and look. I stopped looking because somebody said, "Oh, well, that spell does rangers don't get it," so I stopped looking.
No, I do get it. I just
No, the other spell, the one we were
Your
talking about
known
first.
spells. Is it in your known spells list?
it is not. It is.
Then I think you can
in-
only pick it up at a.
That's correct. It is like
Okay.
it is like bards. You can only change spells when you level.
Okay,
Boo!
I tried.
So I can cast it tomorrow.
Okay.
But if we, I don't want to. If we have time to try some things today, we don't want to wait until dawn.
Well, let's try the dog thing.
I would be happy to get some dogs.
She's always looking for pets.
I can send Starbolt out of town to look.
Would Starbolt have met her?
No.
But if you see people with somebody tied up, it's a.
True.
We're just out in the backyard.
Then it's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Dawn's in trouble. Must be Tuesday.
Must be Tuesday.
At my house.
Yep.
All right. Well,
So first things first, we're gonna eat.
Right. Well, I pretty much assumed that you've eaten while you've been
Yeah.
figuring all this out, so...
Yep, and then we'll head to the Sprite.
All right.
Well, okay. I go ask Duncan if he knows of any hunting dogs in town.
Bloodhounds in particular, or wolves.
Well, I do know that there is one wolf that lives in town. It's the companion of the woman who runs the shrine to Quisva.
Wait, that sounds familiar.
I think
Okay.
we've been there.
All right.
Yeah, we have.
Let's go there.
All right.
We go by the Sprite and see if there's been any word.
Athgar, once you get outside, Athgar notices, Arabelle, that you gave your cloak to the captain, so he offers you his and says, I can keep myself warm with my magic.
Oh, I have a question.
Okay.
Thank you, Athgar.
Eva Fawcett. I asked Captain Nairobi, did Eva Fawcett figure out with Sigrith how to protect the engine magic? 'Cause that's what they were doing when we left.
Right, they were working on that. She was doing research, and they Sigrith said they thought they were getting closer, but no, they hadn't actually figured anything out yet.
Shrine of Quizball?
Quisva.
Yeah.
The goddess of
There's-
nature.
Yeah, we've been there. Or we've gone by it. A gnome female with wavy hair, blue eyes, Caliban Wild Wonder. She gives directions.
Yep.
So we've actually been there and talked to her and been like, hey, can you show us how to get to this one place?
Yep.
So I guess we're off to the Sprite for now.
Okay. You make your way down to the docks, and you see the ship that you're quite familiar with. And you see a figure that some of you are definitely familiar with, standing, great axe out, arms crossed across his chest. You see Barnaby guarding the gangplank to the ship.
Barnaby?
Oh, you. She found you.
She did.
Good. Everything's quiet here, Cap. So there's been no messages left or dropped off? Nope.
It was a shot in the dark.
You gonna help find Sigrith?
That's the plan.
Good. You find him. Let me know. The
Oh, yeah.
axe asks for blood.
Yikes.
Tense.
They took one of us.
Who's a favorite of ours as well? We'll do our best.
Good. Oh. Yarla's sleeping, but she wanted me to ask you if you wanted her to try to head out and talk to her uncle.
Head out.
Well, I don't think that'll be necessary right now. We may end up out on the island anyway, and if we do, tell her that I'll try to see that she comes along. But we just don't know.
We're gonna go check to see if that ship is in the dock.
Let's see. Zoreth, high or low?
Ooh.
Which do you want to represent the ship being in port?
Low.
Barnaby says, yeah, it's here. This got in about an hour ago. I rolled 49.
I rolled an 8 on a d20, so that was close to being high.
Yeah.
I barely squeaked by.
Yep. But he says, yeah, they're look like they're patching the hull again. But it didn't take long.
Because of the ice?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they bent the metal. That happens.
I was gonna ask, do they put metal over it for an icebreaker?
Yep.
That's so cool.
But yeah, they're here. You want me to send somebody and tell them you're wanting to go out, or? We're maybe. We don't know yet. There's so much we don't know. But we got a couple ideas that we're gonna work on. Hopefully that we can, with the help of the four. Are you still the four?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's 5 of you now.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just along for the ride.
Math isn't our strong suit.
It's more like a guideline than a rule.
Right.
It's not really the 4 and list us by name, but it's the spirit of the 4.
Okay. Well, if the 4 can't help us to figure this out, then we might be going out to the Sanctum. And like I said, tell Yarla when she wakes up that if we choose to go, if at all possible, we'll let her know and she can come with us. It's only right. Agreed. And Marrow thinks that he can get us patched, so at least we'd be waterworthy again. He said he was going to work on that in the morning. Right, well, good. Tell him, he knows what to do. We'll try and get this figured out. In the meantime, just keep your eye out, and if somebody shows up on deck that you don't know, swing first and ask questions later.
Right.
It's my favorite order you've ever given me. All right. Good work. I'll be back. Well, it was a hope. So, now where?
Dogs?
What time is it of the day?
It probably mid-afternoon.
Quizva.
Quisva.
I think. I mean, it wouldn't hurt, right?
Right.
Plus, dogs.
So if the idea is that you're going to try and track her by scent, we should probably grab something of hers before we leave the ship.
Indeed.
Yes.
All
So
right.
maybe something she slept with, like a blanket or a jacket.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Wait here. I'll go get it. She trots down the gangplank and into the wheelhouse. She comes back just a couple minutes later with something rolled up under her arm.
What did you find?
Her blanket.
That's good.
Probably makes the most sense, and I got it rolled up so that hopefully they'll keep the scent kind of trapped in the inner part, and it'll still be strong, I hope. All right, well then I don't know where this place is, but apparently you do, so lead on.
All right. So we head that way.
Okay. You make your way down the docks. It doesn't take you but about 5 minutes. And once again, you see this structure, for lack of a better term. It has been built completely out of driftwood and vine and prairie grass.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
it looks like the vines and the grasses have been grown in and around the wood so that it looks like a very sturdy structure.
Wow.
With a campfire in the middle, with
Yeah.
smoke, but no smoke but flame.
Yep. And there's a curtain of vines that serve as a door.
The fake knock, like the knock knock.
Well, don't just stand out there in the cold.
I hold the door open for everybody and shove them all in.
Okay. And
Move quick.
Good day to you.
You see this relatively short, compact-looking gnome. Wavy red hair and blue eyes, which is a little striking on a gnome. And she's wearing a dress that it looks to be pretty well put together, but it also looks like it's been made by a hand that maybe isn't the best at making clothing. But she's there barefoot. There is the fire in the center is much higher than you remember it being. And across the way, kind of at the back, you just see a pair of ice blue eyes.
I focus on the ice blue eyes.
Okay, make a perception check.
That's a 25.
You focus and try to block out the light from the fire, and your eyes adjust, and you see below the eyes, you see a gray furred snout, and above the eyes you see two triangular ears, and slowly you begin to see the head of the large wolf that is laying on the floor on the other side. just, laying down but head turned, kind of just watching.
I nod to the wolf.
You see the eyes blink, and that's it. All right. Let's see. Hold on. Make a roll for her. You, I've seen before. You, never seen. Not from around here, too tan.
Indeed. I'm Gwen Lauren. I'm from Thunder's Edge of the Lion Clan. And we need your help.
Ha! Thunder's Edge? What you doing all the way up here?
I travel
Cold.
as one of the 4.
The who? She rolled
We're
a
very
3.
Busy. We've been busy adventuring around the land and spreading the word about metallic dragons.
What you mean, metallic dragons? You mean them dragons got armor now?
No. There are not only evil dragons, but there are good dragons too. And they are the colors of metal.
Good dragons. Never heard such a thing.
Yes, there's a reason for that.
So, what? One of them sick? You need me to come tend to it?
No, this is the captain.
Oh, you're Obi. Clever Sprite.
yes.
Seen you before, too.
Her mage has been kidnapped. And we are hoping that you and your wolf can help us track them down.
Oh. Well, that's not a request I get every day.
I'm hoping not.
Well, She looks across the room at the wolf and says, "What do you think?"
Have I your permission to speak with your wolf?
Don't need my permission. He's his own creature. Of course, I'm not gonna say he'll answer you back. You can try. You speak, wolf?
I can speak with animals of any kind. And I cast speak with animals.
Know a little bit of the ways of nature, do ya?
I do.
Well, you can give it a shot.
And I turn to the wolf and I say, "Greetings, my friend. Would you speak with me about a most urgent matter?"
I am warm. I am fed. What can be urgent?
There is danger for one of our kind. We hope that you can assist us in finding this person.
If you do not know where your packmate is, how do you know they are in danger?
We've been told by others that this person has been taken against their will from their pack.
Make a persuasion check.
$15.
That is not right. But what can I do?
We hope that with your ability to track, that you might be able to use this blanket, which contains the scent of this person who's been taken from their pack, and help us find them and punish those who've hurt this person.
Punish. Punish is a two-leg concept. I want no part of punish.
You would have no part of punish. You would only help us locate and rescue the person who's been taken from their pack.
You speak well, like my sister.
Your sister?
And the wolf, his head turns to look at Caliban.
Does she also speak with you?
Yes. That I am used to. I am not used to others who can also speak.
We come with great need to rescue this member of the pack.
I will help you.
Thank you. And I offer him the blanket.
Place it on the ground.
I do, and then I step back.
Okay. And he walks over and starts to sniff at it and unroll it a little bit, and after about a minute, he says,
Treeborn.
Treeborn.
Elven.
Mm-hmm.
Lightning. I have her scent. I will
Wonderful.
search.
We will follow.
No.
No?
No.
I will search. You remain. If I locate, I will mark the spot and come back. But I will move
Agreed.
faster without you.
Agreed.
and he trots over, and you hear him say,
Sister, I will help them locate their packmate. I shall return.
and he trots out. And that is where we're going to stop.
Oh.
So we'll pick this back up next time. See if your plan works or if you have to go with plan B.
Will help us look from here.
Having more than one plan is good.
So, as always, thank you very much for watching. If you know people who like Dungeons and Dragons, we would love to have you tell them about us. You know, this is old school, no frills D&D.
We have a few frills.
Okay, we have a few frills, but you know, yeah. But
Are
yeah.
we frill adjacent?
Yes.
We're frill
Oh,
adjacent.
very good. Very good. We are definitely frill adjacent. But if you know anybody who's interested but they don't really know much about D&D, encourage them to give us a look, and we're always monitoring the chat while we do this, and somebody can answer questions. So we'd love to help some other people find out how cool this is, this hobby that we all love. So until next time, remember, stay safe, stay sane. Please continue to wear your mask. We're getting closer to the point where the under 12s are going to be able to get vaccinated, and then it won't be so imperative. But for now, we've still got to take precautions to keep them safe. So do your best, stay healthy, and hopefully we'll see you again next time, and you'll let us welcome you back once again to the lands of Aecathan. Good night, everybody.